fellow adventurers, and welcome to Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We are Twitch affiliates and proudly sponsored by VentureSense. Click the link below, check out their amazing products, and while spending time with us in the chat, obey all the rules and listen to your moderators. While watching our stream, you are earning 2 currencies. HotA points are linked to the mini-games in the chat, and you can use them to buy extra raffle tickets when we give away free merchandise. Loyalty points are used for interacting with our show. You can buy inspiration points or health potions for the Dungeon Master or for your favorite player. There are several Twitch commands that you will need to be familiar with in our chat. Refer to the panel below if you forget them, or ask a moderator for help. These commands are how you play our mini-games, enter the giveaways, or request songs for the channel playlist. If you enjoy our content, clicking the follow button will notify you when our channel goes live. Join the HotA family by becoming a subscriber, and you get several benefits. A custom icon, unique emote, increased chances of winning in all mini-games, access to a private chat room, and free song requests. The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Hope that was picked up.
Nope. And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to HotA, Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I am your humble Dungeon Master for the night, DM Steelaxe, and we have our Season 1 players here. We are on Episode 27 tonight. We are grinding through this game. Let's see, they are just leaving the void and get ready to get to year 2, but we'll touch on that when we get to the recap. But they are slowly grinding through mid-game. But let's meet the players and hear a little bit about your characters, who you playing, your race, class, stuff like that, and a little bit about you. And we'll get started for the night.
All right, I'll get started. What's up, everyone? This is Kyle coming out of York, Pennsylvania. I'm feeling pretty fresh. I took a shower before we played today. I don't typically do that, so I'm feeling like an extra level of like, just the next level. Like usually I come in here, I'm kind of dirty. I worked all day, but now I'm just fresh and so clean. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't think I've showered once before any episode, so this will be different for me. We'll see. There's just something in the air. But anyway, that's enough about me. Off to the next
Kyle
person.
showers once a year, whether he needs one or not. So
it's just a fresh everyone have
The things that we share.
Fresh and so clean one. So
I don't know if you actually even said who you're playing. I think it just went. It's me, Kyle. I feel refreshed.
I'm refreshed. I forgot who I am. That's how clean I just wiped the slate clean.
I washed away the old me. I'm starting anew.
All you get.
All right, who's your character, my dude?
I said it. Everyone's favorite have a lot of fun shenanigans. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah. Did he? Okay. Well, all right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm AJ here in California, and yes, I shower daily, so we don't have to worry about that kind of piece of information. But yes, I play Rin and Oran, the High Elf Wizard in the party, and looking forward to finally not being squishy level 1, but squishy level 2. Hey, I can't avoid the squish, but I like to live with it.
Welcome.
All right, I'm Dylan, and I play everyone's favorite. I don't know, he's not really a psychopath anymore. He just likes making art out of bodies. Okay, he's an artist.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Expressing oneself through limbs
Yeah.
of slain foes. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite, not squishy party member, Kurtz Glasker.
Okay.
Fair too.
And I play the still underage, but now at least teenaged, half-orc ranger, Ergra Dropper.
Okay. Awesome. All right, welcome everyone. All right, some announcements. We have several shows on this channel. On Sundays, we have one as ran by AJ, so go ahead and plug that one.
Yes, on Sundays we play Ages Past, where I DM in the world of Lauren, and I have 4 lovely players, one of which I share here, which is Connor, right over there. And anytime you want to catch us, we start at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and anytime you spend with us, you accumulate the loyalty points, which you can use to influence this game and the one on Sunday, so win-win all around to watch with us. To see you there.
Awesome. And then on Mondays, we have a campaign run by Chubby Kobold. Came over from a different channel, and he fused with ours, and so they just did a one-shot, I believe, yesterday, But their campaign's going to be starting back up tomorrow, so you guys can check them out on Mondays. Tuesdays is us here. Wednesdays, we have Season 2 of HotA. That's going to be kicking off in a few weeks. And then on Fridays, we have Side Quest with Camille from Open for Adventure. So we have lots of content.
Cool.
Hopefully we have more content coming. Be looking for that. And just a little teaser for an upcoming announcement. Everyone in the channel is going to be looking at trying to get tables at Gen Con for next year. So we have more information stuff for a teaser, but we're gonna be doing a year-long fundraiser. So if any of you guys want to help us get there, maybe you can get a chance to meet us. But we'll be putting up more information. But we're really, really excited about that. We're going to be trying to get in some tables and be playing there at the con. And hopefully we can do some cosplay and do a live game and stuff like that. So it'll be a lot of fun. Maybe do a meet and
Awesome.
greet. So should be pretty cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
Lots of information still needs to be sorted out for that, but we're really excited about that. Let's see. Any other announcements you guys think of?
Bandit Clan for life.
Of course.
Always.
Of course, yes.
Also, guys, I don't know if you know, but today marks a year that we've been streaming.
This
Dilly,
has
thanks
been a year.
Yay.
Wow, we gotta follow on the year-long drop thing. That's fun.
Although it's
That is
It
Dylan,
was a
by the
sub.
way.
Thanks,
That is
Dylan.
me.
Good call. Good call. Way to drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
12-month
So-
streak, just saying.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
You guys, that's crazy.
Yeah, we've been doing this a friggin' year now.
That's crazy. You
One
guys.
down, 6 to go.
Hey!
No, it won't be that long.
Ah,
Yeah.
roll the sleeves up. All right.
Okay. What happened last week? Let's get a recap. Because we had some big stuff happen.
We did. So last episode on HotA, episode 26, we were talking to Memoir, the Tabaxi kind of shaman of the Shroud, and we found that he was trying to give us a quest, take care of like whatever monsters were attacking the villagers that were causing slashing wounds, and he said the reward would be what's called a Sister Stone, which none of us had ever heard before. So there are 3 goddesses in our world, and one of them, Salvadine, the Tabaxi goddess, is associated with green, and so he offered us this floating green stone that he himself had one that would float around his head and added sort of magical properties. And so that got Urger's attention as well as several of the other parties, and we agreed to proceed with the mission. It turned out to be a couple of Bind Blights who, after we were able to defeat them, I don't think. Oh yeah, Finley, did you fall out or did you actually die? No, it was just you just.
Oh yeah, I got hard knocks, bro.
No one ever died.
You know,
Yeah.
That's right. We're only
That
level
was,
one.
it was straight to
Oh,
the
chest.
chest.
That's what it was. Yeah, in the chest.
There's no
Straight to my
backup
heart.
at the level 1. But yeah, Finley went down. But we were able to bring him up and defeat the Vine Blights. And after some investigation, we found that apparently these Blights were created through a manifestation of the Horseman's power that was accumulating but hadn't quite gotten to the point where they could materialize. So we took that information back to the Shroud, and we got our Salvadine Sister Stone. And when asked who is the most faithful to the goddess Salvadine, Urgra volunteered Finley.
Because why not?
Yeah.
And after a little bit of an interview between the Tabaxi and himself, Finley was bestowed with a Sister Stone of Salvadine, increasing his dexterity and being informed that apparently it is an item that could be leveled up. And the more he uses it, the more powerful it will become. And it has something called, what is it called? Energy Surge. We have no idea what that is, but it can
Nope.
do it.
Nope.
And so that's something we're looking forward to.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Figure
after
it out.
that, we had completed our first week in the time travel, and we traveled back to the Void with Elundra. And after exchanging a little bit of information, not so much on her side, we asked to proceed to tier 2 just to keep things consecutive for now. And that is where we left off.
Okay. And you guys learned about Solomon from her?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Right here in my notes. Yeah, we learned that these Sister Stones were created by a priest of the temple named Solomon Mortimer, who was actually the person who found and trained Elundra way back in the day. But apparently is still alive, so that is certainly a thread we could follow.
Okay. Alrighty. So you guys were saying your adieus to Alundra, and we're beginning to rephase.
I think it was more like middle fingers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you guys were wanting to go to year 2. So King's Grove, I think, was the destination.
It's where we landed last time.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's where you guys will start to materialize. Obviously, King's Grove is not a thing. That was something that happened in the future, but that spot is where you guys wanted to go. So that is up in the top corner. We still have the circle. I figure we might as well leave it, even though the fence isn't there anymore, just for reference sake.
Goodness sake, let's eat some
Yeah,
cake.
for reference sake.
So you guys are dematerializing from the void and then rematerializing in King's Grove area. So as your bodies are starting to retake their form, you can get the smell of pine and dew from what seems like that there was a rain from the night before. All the grass, as you guys are starting to regain your form, it's all covered in dew. There's a bunch of needles that have fallen from the tree. This area didn't seem to have a lot of needles before, but this time it seems like there's many, many more, and it's giving this strong pine aroma in the area. You guys are starting at the very, very, very beginning of day 1 of year 2. So the sun is just starting to crest, and as the sun is starting to peak, it's kind of the sunbeams are kind of shooting across from the horizon, and it seems that there's a little bit of fog in the area, and you can kind of see it glowing the orange color as the sun is starting to crest. All 4 of you are now able to move and have taken your year 2 bodies. What would you like to do?
I'm going to look to see, since we're nearby, did anyone disturb the burial place for the hag?
Yeah, where we buried the music box.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you go over towards the area where you buried her. You clearly made mental notes, maybe referencing, 12 paces from this tree and 4 from the stick that points and looks like the panhandle of Idaho, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
All those things.
So you go to the exact place and give me a perception check.
Only someone from Idaho would make that reference. 13.
All right, Rin.
Level 2!
So your first thing that you perceive is there's no traces of any disturbance. In fact, it doesn't even look like there is even any original dig marks.
Been a year.
And it almost seems as if nothing has ever been dug here before.
All right, what do you guys think? Should we dig it up just to check, or?
What's wrong with your voice? That's Kurt's asking that.
You actually notice that Urgra, she's filled out a tiny bit, and her hair, as opposed to the 2 buns, are now like cornrows that go down to braids down a little bit past her shoulders. And
Awesome.
Oh God, she's going through puberty, guys.
Wait, when you say a little foot, like as in like a little,
Do we really want to ask that question?
I'm asking more for the visual. This is Kyle asking. Is it more like a
For the
like
visual,
filling out
okay.
like a little bit of a like a little, just a little bit of like the chunky going on, like a little or like
Oh
or
no! Like
just
you
filling out.
remember last year, she was a total beanpole, and so she has a little more heft. But you, even as an adult, you saw that Urgra was very much like a runner's build. She was not curvy
Okay.
at all.
All right. Just trying to get the visual, Urgra. That's all. Just trying to get the visual in here.
So, how filled out are we this year?
Yeah.
That's what Philly wants to know.
13, Finley.
Right. Got it.
Bad llama.
Before we start digging, Rin's going to look into his bag and see if the loose papers from the book he semi-stole are still there.
Okay, So as you start rummaging through your bag, there are no pages from.
Actually, right. That's actually not a bad idea, Ray. Should we all maybe take like a moment to just like look over our inventory here, like just to kind of get I'll start. You'll see Finley. Like, first of all, that doesn't really ever get that little materializing thing that we do there, where like I'll like check to make sure all my pieces are right where they're supposed to be. I'll check my pants. They're good, right?
Your penis is gone. No, I'm just kidding.
No, my number one weapon of choice. All right,
It's
but
not a quantum item.
Once we figure out all our fingers and toes are there, I'd like to just take a real quick inventory of our stuff here.
Okay.
What we got on and our bags and everything like that.
What
Yeah, is
specifically-
Kurt still wearing his armor?
Yeah, am I alive?
You are alive.
Oh, that's good.
You are.
I did better this first year than I thought.
But Kurtz, you are wearing all of the apparel that you were wearing on your year 2 body. And you do not have your armor anymore.
Oh shit.
Oh, this is bad,
Well-
Kurt. This is very bad. Very, very bad.
Maybe, you only wear that on special occasions.
No.
And the box where you kept all of my shit is perfectly safe in your office.
Should be.
I don't think you have an office, Kurt.
Hold on.
Should have fucking buried it.
It's not that either.
Oh, okay, Mr. Elf. What is your brilliant plan of what happened?
Well, considering the hints that we got from the Crystal of Alondra, I am pretty certain that all events that transpired from the previous year had no real impact towards the timeline's actual chronological events. Fate has not been changed. The destiny that is supposedly going to happen is going to happen, which I am very sorry, Kurtz. I'm very sorry.
Gert's just going to be very quiet for a minute and just sort of like walk into the tree line a little ways off and just sort of take a moment to himself.
Sure. And as you're walking off, one of the trees has it's a certain type of pine cone tree, but the pine cones kind of sit up and they have kind of cups, and it seems like they have collected a lot of extra dew, and just from earlier, a lot of people who are in the woods, they can use that as just kind of a little bit of water. It's not very much, but it's kind of a cool, refreshing drink. And you can kind of find a secluded area in the forest to kind of wander off to, and the sun is starting to slowly rise a little bit more, and it's just kind of dancing across the floor as it's going into the woods.
So wait, Ren, you're telling us that regardless of what we do on these little excursions, time is going to happen exactly as we remember it from when we were growing up.
Indeed. It seems more or less this is a time where we can gather whatever we can information-wise and basically act as scouts, reconnaissance of sorts. We won't actually change how things are meant to be. We're just trying to find, perhaps it seems, the reason behind it so that when it comes to the final end, we might have the necessary tools to change that time, but currently I don't believe we can change anything. Which means Kurtz's wife is destined to die in 4 years.
Yeah, so as we're piecing all that together, I'm like, Finley is like looking over at Kurtz walk away and listening to you guys talk and like watching Kurtz walk away, and as soon as like his own light bulb goes on is when Riz says all that, and well, that's fucking horse shit. I thought that whole point of this was for us to be able to have a second chance at everything. This is... And I'm going to start walking over towards Kurtz.
Okay.
You guys can continue.
Kurtz, were you being just...
Not like walking completely off, just like
Okay.
a little ways.
So you hear these little kicking sounds of rustling pine needles, and as you kind of turn to look over your shoulder, you can kind of see Finley walking up, kind of scratching his head, looking a little out of kilt.
Sort of. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
No, I was gonna say just look over to him and shrug.
Kurtz, I'm not always brightest color in the paint box there or what have you, but I'm just realizing everything that's coming around here, and
Pause that. Hold on.
like Rin said, I'm
Kyle, wait.
We froze
Here.
on Twitch.
Yeah, the stream went down.
what, Twitch froze?
It's still recording, but it's not streaming.
Okay. I'll just hang out. I'll just hold my thought.
It did that to me last Sunday.
Yeah.
Recording, right?
God damn
It
it,
is still
Sean.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
recording.
So I'll just say, Rin said.
It's back.
I'll just hold it until we actually start again.
I think we did.
Well, you know what? Just go ahead and keep going.
I think we started.
Actually,
I'm on an ad.
We just reconnected. Sorry about that, guys. There's been issues with Roll20 with the server, and then we're also having issues with Twitch. It's not wanting to grab the feed. So when we notice it disconnect, we'll try to pause our game and wait till it reconnects to keep going. But all this is recorded, so if we do miss anything, we don't realize it goes down. You guys can watch the episode on our YouTube. So Finley, you were walking up to Kurtz, and he
Right.
shrugged,
I was just saying to Kurtz Glanskin here. It took me a little bit here to really piece it all together here, but like the wizard said, I'm really sorry. I really thought we could. I really thought we could do some things a bit different here, especially when it came to Mrs. Kurtz. I just want you to know this is bullshit, man. I mean, I'm really sorry. I don't really know what else to say here. I'm not really good at the sad emotions. Are you all right?
Well, what did you expect? We're on a mission from the gods, and if the gods are good at anything, it's fucking over the little people in the world.
You know, to be quite honest with you, I've been trying to give them the benefit of the doubt as we're going here, but every step along the path is I try to turn the better cheek here, and I try to see the silver lining, but I'm really starting to say fuck all to it too here, and if I don't need to really say anything more. If you just want me to sit here with you for a moment, I could do that.
As much as that would be appreciated, we have work to do. And if my wife is going to die, at least this time, I will be there and at least be able to fight back. So.
I just feel really fucking helpless here, man. I just really thought we could do more. I'm really sorry. That's all.
I could be wrong.
You're not. Are you ever?
I have occasionally been wrong before. It's not impossible.
Well, it makes sense. There's only one way to find out. We go into the city and see.
Quick question, by the way, DM. Do we have to do that roll for gold?
Oh,
yes.
that's right.
Yes, we do.
And what is that roll again?
Yeah, remind us.
I think he did it for us last time. I think
Was it 5d20 or something?
To be honest,
Or maybe more because we're level 2 now.
I don't remember what
Alright.
we did. Does
I
anybody
remember him doing it for us, I thought, and like Finley got a little more than us.
Yeah, Finley and me did well. You two did terribly.
No, I mean like Finley got to roll a little bit more dice.
I don't remember, Spaz. If you're watching, throw in the chat if you remember what it was. If not, we can just make something up. But what was something I should have took notes
in
on.
the meantime, so Rin, but what about Finley's sister stone, though? I mean, Memoir went through a huge talk about saying that those can only be given to those who have proven themselves. So what, is there not like a sister stone missing from the shroud now? And if Finley uses it, is he going to be killed?
Finley has your stone currently still on you, correct?
Right. Hey, that's a good point. I'll look for my fucking sister stone.
Okay. And as you start to, your thoughts dwell upon it and will it to, it'll come out of, your bag or your pocket or whatever you have.
Not my bag, Sean. It's not where I hold my very important things.
Yes, it's connected to another strain of spheres.
So it comes out looking a little brown, but
I'm not telling you where it is. Just use your imagination.
yeah.
It's
So
not
you as you start dwelling on it and you will it to come up and it's going to start orbiting around your head and it is.
All right. Well, there you go. There's an answer for you.
And so if none of us know Memoir in this timeline, if he sees Finley with it, will he try to kill him?
Probably.
Well,
Try.
he is not the only one to have these stones either, so it could be a curious question, yes, because I think the greater concern is the fact that if the stone originally came from him and if the timeline exists where the stone is missing and he'll have no recollection as to how it disappeared, there might be some suspicion. But I do remember that there were other items that have some strength to them to resist this chronological shift. Your ring, Finley's bracelet, anklet.
Oh, hey, wait, what about that one? I'll look down at my ankle. Is my ladybug thing still there?
Yep, the transedial relics that you guys have, if you had them attuned, they are still on your possession.
Is
All
Twitch,
right, well, hey, I'm 2 for 2 here, guys. Lady.
is Twitch down? I'm getting the circle.
Yeah, I am too. I say just keep
What?
going at this
Where?
Just
point.
keep going, yeah.
Okay. Yes, Finley.
Joy. All right.
We're in it for ourselves tonight,
Yeah,
boys.
it's all about us tonight.
Let's
Spaz,
go.
Spaz
Yeah.
did say that the thing should be a macro.
It was a macro. Okay.
Guys,
I remember when you rolled it, it just popped up for everyone.
Wealth level. Oh. Well, Hagadorgan.
Well, whoopity-doopity-doo.
When you outsmart yourself.
Oh.
There we
Fuck
go.
yeah, dude.
That's what it
I'm
was.
flinging.
It was a macro. I remember it was something quick and easy. I didn't.
NPCs.
Oh, 160.
That's what she said.
Where
so
is it?
It's going to be all that times 2 because you're level.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, wait, times
Yeah, because it's
Macro.
times level.
That's times 2?
Feet.
2? Okay. That's good. Oh, yeah, because Finley gets to roll 5d4 and we roll 4d4 because Finley's a freaking, he's a...
Rollable tables.
Glamour bard, baby.
Yeah,
Glamour
he
bard.
knows how to get them coin.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta get that coin.
Did you guys find it under macros? Sorry.
It's up in the chat in roll 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just rolled it.
80, so 160.
Oh,
So it's
perfect.
that
Oh,
it's that times
thanks,
2.
Sean. God
Forgot
damn
about
it.
a whole macro for it. Yeah, I remember it was something quick and simple, but I couldn't remember
And
what
we're
it was.
back, by the way, on Twitch. So quick question, TM. I wanted to know this. What year did Rin get his bag of holding?
It should be on your inventory. At least I did it for mine.
It's not.
No.
Because this was an item that kind of got reintroduced later, but I had no idea when it was purchased.
I think you may have started with it.
I did not.
No?
Was it one
No.
of the items you got
Nope.
from your character creation?
No, it's
You
one of those
kinda-
things where I would have gotten over time. I just don't know what year.
I don't remember either.
God damn it!
Spaz, if you know what year Rin got bag of holding, helps out, brother. We're leaning on you tonight.
gonna get his
I think it was probably, year 1. Maybe year 1, year 2, maybe year 1, maybe year 2.
And then Finley and Kurtz, your other important items are still with you as well.
Yeah, our
What?
transfer relics.
So
No,
those
the other
items,
The other one.
those items seem to have a closer connection to your soul, your being. I feel as if they are transported across this timeline. They are able to remain, and they stick as opposed to returning where they once belonged in the current year when we
Mhm.
found them.
Yep, so Finley, your blue balls are there, and then Kurtz,
Oh,
your...
my relic piece. Yeah.
Yeah. Your stone
So-
temple piece, yeah.
That does
2 blue balls.
that does mean that we will have to reevaluate a few things, but currently let me take a quick peek at what happened this year, and maybe that'll give us a bit of bearing. Actually, that means that anything that we did was not remembered. Your promise to Alundra wasn't remembered, nor does her insight about our involvement. Tavaria. That was my first. It happened.
We'll get it one day.
Time travel is fucking with our minds. It's fucking with our inventory. It's fucking with everything.
I'm still hazy. My frontal lobe just now formed.
So
Yeah.
good. But if that's the case, and all that we did doesn't make any impact, it does
And
give
we
us a
can-
little bit more freedom.
We can't do whatever we want.
Indeed.
Holy shit, you're right. We could really fuck shit up now. Like, really, like...
Or we could pretend to like join like the evil cult, and like it wouldn't make an effect if we learn all their to learn their secrets.
Indeed. If you released the hag, for instance, it wouldn't matter, nor would our actually taking of her even occur. The Cult of Chaos would have her in her possession right now. We could have got more information pretending freedom, when in the end freedom would not have been granted.
All right. So I know in the beginning it was kind of like, fuck all, we can't fucking change anything. At the
Well,
same...
now it's fuck it. We can't change anything.
Right, but in the same side of the different side of the same coin, we could literally fuck shit up pretty hardcore, and nothing fucking matters, right?
Pretty much.
To an extent, if we find anything that has a temporal consistency with us, then yes, we can at least take those. Your
What
bombs
is
and your
happening?
tablets.
All right. Yeah. So no. Good start of plans. All right. We all checked ourselves. We all have shit on us that we think we should have, right? Everyone's done that.
I have the shit I had at my age, which isn't much.
I like the cornrow thing there. That looks nice. That's all right.
Yeah, it's less maintenance than the buns.
Gonna hold off on a joke there. I kind of felt like gonna hold.
Finley,
I don't know what
no,
the
you
joke
cannot
was, but
maintenance
it's
her
someone.
buns.
I felt like creep it up. So I let it, right? But no, Rin. All right. So second order of business here. Yeah. Manifesto. No, good call on that one. What does the Traveler's Guide to Time Travel hold there for us?
The majority of what I I can quickly summarize here. The monsters are starting to occur across Candoria. There's multiple attacks that have been reported. I do know that the Revenant are trying to deal with it as best they can. I don't know their plan of attacks. I know they were just leading an offense. The Temple is continuing to have troubles, of course, because Tavaria's will is a little corrupted, questionable. She shouldn't be there. And the Bane are dealing with resistance of a sort. And of course, the Shroud, we know, deal with strange sculptures, as we informed from last year.
Are they sculptures or statues? Just kidding. There's a whole debate on that.
I
Okay.
feel
Pick back up the conversation from that part where I think I died for about 5 minutes. No, please, by all means, no. But what was the Bane one, real quick?
Well, they're dealing with a resistance.
All right.
And I must say, this is a bit of another shame to think about, but your Shanana bombs don't exist.
All right, now Finley will definitely get fucking sad.
It's like a roller coaster for Finley. He's like, "Hey guys, that means
Fuck
this.
down,
Hey
fuck
guys,
down."
that means this."
And I don't know how. I don't know how the town is faring, considering we weren't there to repel a bandit incursion.
Herga Flurga, maybe Herga fucked.
That was not the toy burger, but that was pretty good.
Heard a flute.
We're hurt the fuck. Put that on a t-shirt. Hurt the flurgan, hurt the fuck. Well on you, Ergo. All right.
But
All right. Go ahead.
I think that our priority may want to be, because last year the opposition of Tavaria in the temple was like openly opposing her with doing the washing of the stones and stuff. Considering if we're going to continue on our known storyline, I think that the longer time goes on, the less they'll be able to act openly. So if we want to try and make a connection with them and find this Solomon character, I think we won't need to do that as soon as possible.
All right. Solomon, that's a solid one on the list here for the week, all right?
Well, we can certainly inquire here, since we are in Canterbury proper, about the temple and the Revenant. Then at that point we just choose if we have time for the Bane or the Shroud and in what order. Or what we might uncover. We might learn information that's very relevant to now that we have to spend more time in the city to solve a current issue. Or maybe Kurtz might find more of his tablet or you more of your balls.
Right. Very important. Speaking of real quick, and I'll look over at Kurtz. I mean, I know we just got here and everything. I'm not trying to dig into wounds here or nothing, Kurtz, but I guess really something else that was something we really wanted to do there, and I feel bad that we almost kind of skipped over there in the first year, but we have another chance, a couple more years here, really to rekindle you here with Mrs. Kurtz. I really don't know how else to ask this question, but so I'll just ask it straightforward. Do you want to see her?
Well, I'm sure we'll see her on the day when Conquest comes and attacks my village. I don't see us really having another way.
Because we all go back to our regular lives at the end of the week, so I mean, you still get to spend time with her and everything. I just didn't know if if it doesn't change anything. I mean, perhaps you'd still want to tell her something, or I don't know, man. I just don't want to see you get hurt. That's a wound I thought that was something maybe we could heal instead of reliving it again there for you. Is that wrong?
Not wrong, but there's no point, is there? It'd take us more than the whole week to get there. I was hoping that I would be able to evacuate my village and have them in town, but now it seems that this is pointless. So we should focus on the task at hand. And we know that the Cult of Chaos is operating in the city. When I caught the one man in the last week, he did offer me a job, so maybe if we could find him again, that's our way in with the cult.
Well, he did. He was a spy for.
Real quick, Kurtz Gladskin. This is outside. So, can I do some kind of insight check to my buddy Kurtz Gladskin when he's talking about one thing and just saying it's not that big of a deal and totally switching gears to a different topic, like his physical facial demeanor, like how I want to see how my friend's feeling. Can I do that?
Yeah, give an insight check and then set your own DC, Dylan, for Kurtz. And I'll let you make the judgment call on what he's able to pick up. You kind of mini DM for a second.
I have 0 on insight? What is this shit? All right, anyway.
Yep, Dex and wisdom, man.
I have a -1 to deception. Yeah.
19.
Kurtz is probably going to kill the first person that gives him the reason to.
Okay.
Like he's secretly just fuming. Yeah, he's fuming inside, but he's going to repress it and take it out on some other poor bastard.
Well, we should probably inquire at the temple, see what we can uncover, and if we do find that individual that you apprehended last time, maybe perhaps we could either follow him, at the worst case, to see where he goes, and maybe find a lead to the Cult of Chaos's actions in the city.
Worth a shot.
And when I check my inventory and stuff and realize I have 260 fucking gold on me, and seeing Kurtz's demeanor and kind of learn all this, be like, maybe the first order of business, why don't we get to Candoria here, take a look around, see what we see, maybe get a mental inventory on the city here, and perhaps do it over, maybe like just take a day, maybe not the whole day, but maybe we could even have like a drink or two, maybe just learning some. I think there's a lot of mental take-in, a little like maybe a little like you just sit down, just take it all in for a moment. Or basically, I'm just trying to get Kurtz drunk, okay? Can we just do that just for 5 minutes here? I just feel like maybe that might help wash some of this shit down a little better than, just on a clean conscience. Is anyone up for that at all? Maybe just 1 or 2?
I mean, we can, sure.
We can do that. You are more than welcome to drink and ascertain what has happened and figure things out.
Or at least, yeah, just continue the conversation, not standing here in the middle of the woods like a bunch of weirdos. Maybe we could just go into the city and maybe take a mental map here and continue on with our thoughts.
It's through, and we should probably just enter the city and see how everything's going.
Okay. So as you guys make your way from Kings Grove over to the path, there's still no wall around the city.
God damn it.
That was
like the
would
Not
first
gonna
thing.
change, Kurtz.
That was the first thing I was going to fix.
And as you're making your way, and it seems like some of these outskirting buildings seem to be kind of destroyed. It doesn't go too far into the town, but it maybe with some kind of monster attacks or some kind of raids or something like that, or it could have been sabotage, you're not sure. But some of the outlying huts and stuff are
Can I examine the
structural
huts and
damage.
see if like the damage was done by like possibly claws or teeth versus weapons or siege stuff, that sort of thing?
Sure.
Yeah, same.
Sure.
And as they do that, I am going to conjure a hairbrush in my hand. I'm going to start brushing my hair, going, "Oh God, I miss this so much."
Anyway,
And then I make a nail
so-
file, and I start nail filing. I'm like, "Oh, thank God."
So as you're looking,
Oh,
over,
I get it now. Okay, that even took me a minute. I had to think about that one. All right, we're good.
Don't worry, guys. My shitty rolls are back.
do you want perception, investigation? What would you like?
whichever you tell me
Perception.
which-
Thank
tell
you
me
for
what-
offering.
how you're looking.
15.
So Kurtz,
Yeah.
the building you go over is kind of in burned rubble, and you're kind of kicking around through the ashes, and before you know it, your mind kind of wanders off to just some old memories. And this particular hut just kind of puts you back into a place where you were before a battlefield, where you had a bunch of burning, soldiers.
People?
Yeah, so it's kind of putting you back in that place. So you're kind of going off. Urgra, the building that you're looking at, it looks like monster slashes kind of just ripped into the side of the building, but it does not look like it was extremely recent. It was maybe a little bit ago.
Find anything, Urgra?
Well, it looks like this was done by some sort of creature rather than any sort of weapon or siege mechanicry or anything like that. So it looks like your book is on point.
Wow.
Do I see any? Do I see any sort of life, does this place look like evacuated this far out from the center of the city?
Yeah, this part's evacuated.
Okay. Well, if you're done,
Should I start brushing
Filing
too,
your-
since you
if
guys
you're
are all
done-
doing hygiene stuff?
Yeah, you know.
if you're done with your cuticles, maybe we should go further into the city.
I got some nail clippers.
Lead on. Go right ahead.
We proceed.
Okay. So you start making your way into the interior of the city, and you can see some people clambering about. You kind of noticed this kind of a couple times, but it didn't really catch your attention. But once you actually are looking at this thing, it's dawning on you like, oh, we've been kind of seeing this thing plastered everywhere. It's a poster that says Red Dragon Inn Grand Opening.
Yes. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm assuming, Finley, you prefer to drink there?
I mean, hell,
Right,
since we're
right.
going to save our money at the end of the week, we might as well spend it.
Well,
Right. See, now you're talking like a board there, Urgra. Now you're talking like a shenanigan. I like it. Yeah.
not
Having the money, spend the money, even if it didn't, vanish at the end of the week or whatever. Just let's go crazy. That's how I always live.
Not
Live
to
the
make-
day by the day.
Finley, you might be able to inquire. Your skills as a bard might be useful in being able to loosen some lips in the tavern. Maybe perhaps get some information from people who might be a little less sober.
All right. Any kind of information in particular looking for, or just general knowledge?
Anything could be useful. You never know.
All right. Hey, speaking of establishments here, just a quick gander around because we came in the same direction that we came before.
Mhm.
Do we see the casino and/or the diner across the street from the casino
The
from
diner.
before?
So that gambling house thing that was there before, It's the structure is still there, but there are bars across the front door and on the side one. It seems like there's no activity inside.
Are there guards patrolling the streets?
A couple, not a lot, but there
More
are,
than before.
Yeah,
I'll take a couple.
one or two.
Improvements.
Couple's
don't-
better than zero. More
They
than.
don't seem like they are maybe like given a cloak, and here's a crap sword, and that's your uniform, that kind of a thing, like they're just commoners with like one apparel piece that matches, so people can identify them.
Okay.
Whatever works.
More importantly, is the diner across the street from the casino. Is that still alive?
A thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Fantastic. Okay.
Oh,
We know we got some waffles. All right, cool.
We got chicken
IHOP
and we
is
got
still
waffles.
there. They're
We got chicken and
24/7.
waffles. We're good. All right. Yeah. No. First things first. I think we should just take a moment here. Let's go to a familiar place, even though for most people in this time, I guess it's just up and coming. But yeah, to the Red Dragon. I mean, we know our way around there pretty good. Perhaps we might even see some familiar faces, and I can certainly try to procure some information.
all right.
Are all four of you wanting to go there, or are you guys wanting to go in different
Oh,
directions?
no splitting the party now.
I'm planning to go there unless Kurtz wanders off.
Yeah, I'm totally wandering off.
Are you serious?
Are you really?
Yeah.
Urgra will follow.
Okay, so Urgra's gonna go with Kurtz.
I'm gonna put Orion on Urgra's shoulder and say, Urgra, just let
Okay.
him know if there's problems. He'll come back to me.
Wait, Kurt, you're not coming with? The whole idea here was I was trying to, numb your pain, man, with some, liquid courage there, if you will. I was trying
Liquid therapy.
Yeah, the best kind of therapy.
I'll sort of just wave them off. I have other ways of numbing pain by inflicting it on others.
I cast Goodberry.
You all go and have fun. I'll be back.
The first time you can cast a spell.
Yep.
There you go, that a boy. Anywhere you can just sneak it in there real quick. All right, when they take off, I'll say, Rin, hold on 1 second, and I'll just kind of catch up to Urgra as Kurtz continues walking, and I'll whisper to Urgra, just so you know, I'm kind of getting a weird vibe here if you haven't already picked it up. Kurtz may or may not kill the first person that looks at him the wrong way. So if you're I was trying to get him to go, and if you can get him to come back, that'd be great, because I think maybe nulling the pain a bit, might have been a better course of action. But if he's just keep an eye on him, even more so, he's going to probably kill someone, especially if he knows there might not be ramifications for it. Just gonna throw it out there. Good luck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
No, I'm probably nothing. I just wanted you to know ahead of time, so when it happens, it's not so much like, oh, it's more like, oh, okay, yeah, right. It's like Finley was right again. Just to give you a heads up. If you can stop him, that'd be great. But I mean,
When it happens, Finley will break the fourth wall and be like, "Called it." Yeah.
just saying, and back over.
Okay,
Just keep it. I know you're following him in any way to keep an eye on him, but I just want to let you know there's an extra level of pissed off in there right for this moment, so he's probably going to take it out in his own way. I was trying to get it out in another, but Kurt's fucking Gladskin,
I like how your reaction to me killing the first person I come across is take me to a crowded bar.
I was just hoping that maybe if I could just get a couple shots in there real quick and just zoom it down a bit, but
You're only level 2. You could get drunk.
oh, just saying, there's only so many things we can do. But all right, Urgra, all right. He's still going, and I'll catch up over to Rin. Good luck, Urgra.
Urgra looks at this from the halfling that's running away to the freaking bird on her shoulder, shoves it off, so it has to take flight, and she runs after Kurtz.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I totally love this visual of like being like, "All right, we're all going to the bar and we're getting shit faced. Come on, guys!" And he's taking off, and like Kurtz just like goes a different direction, and you guys in the back are kind of like,
Yep.
Finley's-
Basically. Okay, bye. I did say if you can get him to come back, more power to you. But good luck. Okay, bye.
Mhm.
I'll catch up to the wizard.
Okay, so the wizard and the bard are heading towards the bar, the grand opening of the Red Dragon Inn. Kurtz and Urgra, where are you guys Well, you're just trying to catch up to Kurtz. Kurtz, where are you headed?
I try to stealth. I'm not gonna. I won't try to stealth. I'll go up next to him very ostentatiously.
Okay.
Just keep
Nice.
pace with him.
Ignore her. I'm looking. So there's guards now, right?
A handful
A handful.
at most.
I'm gonna try and find one and see if they have a leader.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, so do you want to RP it out or just want me to just explain it?
We can RP it out.
Okay,
More chance for me to murder someone.
sure.
What could go wrong?
So he's
Yeah.
just
10 good berries.
walking along.
Is that you being your guard?
Yeah, he's just.
Okay.
Is that the nonchalant of the guard?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Stream went down again.
It's happened like 5 times so far.
Yeah.
Alright, how
We
do you
just
guys
gotta
feel
keep
about stop streaming but keep recording it? That way it doesn't try to stream it, and then we'll upload it. That way
I
we
mean,
don't.
sure.
Okay, because I'm
Yeah.
starting to get some lag on Zoom occasionally too.
Oh.
Either way, that works for me, man.
How do
It's up to you. We got some viewers either way.
Go team.
Alright, so we're having a lot of connection issues. We'll just. I don't even know if it's going on right now, but we're just gonna keep
Yes.
playing. If you guys miss it, you can tune in on the episode. Sorry about the technical problems. I have no clue what it is. But we still need to play. So, alright. So the guard is just whistling.
I'll just walk behind him and just tap him on the shoulder. Hey.
At this point, Urger will stay a little bit back, like maybe 15 feet.
So you're not in the splash zone for the blood
Yeah,
spray.
just like leaning up against like a building, just head down, unobtrusive.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
And he'll kind of turn as the cape kind of woof in a hero pose, and he'll, hello, what can I do for you?
I'm just gonna look down at him. Yeah, are you a guard?
Well, I would, yes, I am a guard, yes.
Fantastic. Does someone
But only
look
during the
after-
day. It's more like a volunteer gig, really.
What? Why during the day only? Do you have guards at night?
No, we just formed a
Okay.
little militia, and we kind of just roam the city, and
Oh, great. They're mercenaries.
So-
but I have a sword, and he'll pull it out, and he'll kind of like be flicking around like it's really sharp.
Can I just like grab his wrist as it goes by? And
Sure.
Just be like, careful. Does anyone? Now I need you to focus. So I'm just gonna like squeeze on his hand that's
Okay.
holding the sword.
And he'll kind of his knees will kind of buckle. Oh, what are you doing?
Heart of darkness.
Okay.
Now, does someone, anyone, control you? Like command you? Do you have a higher up? Is there someone you trust in the guard? Does your militia have a captain or a lieutenant or a guy with a really big fucking weapon who tells you guys what to do? Anything like that?
No, we don't have any kind of captain.
God, fucking damn it! Why?
There was a small group of people who live here in town who thought that with all the monster attacks that we've been having, we need to have some people kind of patrolling to kind of sound when we have any issues. And so some of us kind of formed together our own little militia, and we're like self-appointed guards.
Okay. Do you guys have a meeting place?
Yeah, we will, kind of. Yes, we do. And we'll, like, as you're kind of like looking at him, he's trying to like, he's very unsure of himself, has no clue what the fuck is going on. Probably is a new guy in a new organization, but he's gonna like instantly like, as you're crushing his wrist, you can see you're a man of stature. He's
Is that what
going
they call it?
he's going to kind of like shift a little bit and kind of like be trying to come across as more confident, but you're totally seeing through it. He still totally doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Good. Where do you all meet up?
In the center market, we meet there about once a week. We talk about schedules, who can be available. Oftentimes people don't even make their shift, but we're trying to actually get more formal.
That's good. Okay. I want to meet with your people. We're going to talk about the monster attacks. Okay?
Are you looking to join the guard?
No.
But you look like you'd be perfect for the job.
Exactly.
And?
I have better things. Listen!
But you can get one of these shiny capes.
They're not that
Ooh.
shiny.
They're really not. They're just like hand sewn. They're
They're
pieces
really
of shit. Yeah, there's like tears. The seam is all wiki wonky. It's not even
They're
a word,
dyed
but it
with
is
blood.
now. Yes.
But, yeah, okay, sure. This guy's ever. Okay. I'm not joining you. But I am going to try and take care of your monster problem. Because my sword is bigger than yours. And I actually know how to use it. So, you can find myself and my companions probably at the Red Dragon Inn. Okay?
We're supposed to be meeting in 2 days at noon in the market.
2 days, noon, market. Ergra, are you taking notes?
I can't read or write, Kurtz.
Are you taking mental notes?
Sure.
Do that. Okay. 2 days, noon, Central Market. All right? Good. Now, I'll let him go.
Okay.
I'll wait with you. Bye. Flee. Run.
Okay, no, you can see he's like ripping his wrist. He's going, as he's running off.
So while this is happening, I'm keeping kind of a half ear on it. I'm going to be looking out for anyone of the Sisters of the Temple, like in the robes and that sort of thing. I want to see if any of those types of people are wandering around.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Yeah. Perception. 16.
You actually, you're keeping an eye for them. You actually see one in the distance, kind of running across an alleyway. And then you see another one, and then a couple more. And they seem to be in a little bit of a panic, not like a major panic, but kind of like a sense of urgency. And you couldn't hear what they're saying, but they're like, "Oh, we got to know, Jack," you know, as they go across the alley.
I'm going to briefly try and find Horizon and just snap at him and follow. Does he do it?
Who? Who's Horizon?
Oh, Horizon's a different campaign. Sorry, Orion. Forget Celestial Bodies.
Like, the fuck? You talking about me?
Wrong campaign.
Yeah, Orion's gonna follow you. I told Orion to just stick to you.
No, fuck it, and she'll run off after him.
Okay,
I guess I'll follow her.
you're gonna follow Ergra.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do.
Okay. Okay. You are kind of following where you saw the sisters run to, and it seems like they're heading towards the temple. Are you going to follow them all the way towards it?
Yeah, seeing or probably hearing Kurtz clunk along behind me, I'll say, "It looks like they're going for the temple," and she'll continue running in that direction as well.
Oh shit, this again.
Okay.
Coming.
Okay. So as you are kind of, fast walking, jogging, running, whatever speed you're going, as you're starting to get an earshot, you can see a bunch of the priestesses kind of semicircled around the front entrance to the temple, and you can hear a familiar voice kind of shouting protests, but you can't really see her because the kind of crowd is blocking where she's standing, but whatever that is looks like it's going towards Tavara, and you can hear some verbal protesting.
Do I recognize the voice as Nyalyn?
Yes, you do.
And I can't get a visual on her?
Not yet. Yeah, the people are kind of blocking her from where you're running in.
While this is happening, I'm going to try and, as unobtrusively as I can, shift my way through the crowd with my very small stature.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the girls that you were following, they kind of just joined the crowd that's kind of semi-circled around, and you're kind of shimming your way through. Are you trying to get up in front of everybody, or just?
I want to get up in front, and I am at this point thinking of possibly grabbing Nyalyn and dragging her into the crowd before anything bad happens.
Okay.
So are we doing a riot?
No. Well, I've probably broken off from you at this point because I can get into places you can't.
I'm a large man. I'll just
Exactly.
shove
She's
through
like,
like a tractor.
Okay.
Turn,
Well,
turn,
Urbra
turn,
is
turn, turn.
shifting.
Okay.
But yeah, she's trying to get to the very front.
Okay, so as you're making your way through the crowds, you can hear her addressing this public forum area, and she's begging people not to follow Tavara. And she says, "Please, my sisters and those who have trusted in Alundra and the temple for years, listen to me. I beg you, please listen." And Tavara is kind of like talking with a priestess who's over next to her. As Nyland is like addressing the crowds now.
How separated is she from the crowds? Is she like on a raised platform or soapbox or whatever?
Yeah, it's going to be kind of like up some steps to the front entrance, and so they're all kind of there on the the dirt ground, and she's up on the kind of the raised temple entrance.
I will turn back to Kurtz and say, Kurtz, you gotta get her out of here. We need her.
Which one?
Nyland, the protester head.
She said, "Tavara aims to mislead you. The things she's doing, the words she speaks, they're not of truth or the light of the goddesses. She means to spread hatred," and she's just going on, like on that.
All right. I got an idea. I'll just sort of collect myself. Collect myself. Walk up to her. Like, just directly up to her and sort of lean down. "Miss Nyland, you're in grave danger. You need to come with me immediately. I'm from a mercenary group called the..."
And as you're saying that, she'll kind of turn to you. You are right. This man here is right. We're all in grave danger. Tavara is a danger to us all. We cannot follow the path she is walking.
Shut up!
And Tavara starts to speak some like calmer tones, and you can't really make out the specifics of what she says because Nyland is like yelling at the crowd and pleading with them. But Tavara has a more composed react, to the crowd, and they seem to be listening to her. And at this point, like, Nyland starts to see that people they hear what she's saying, but they aren't listening, and she starts to get into kind of a frenzy when she sees that she's not making any impact in the crowd.
Okay,
can I just lightly smack her?
Beat me to it.
Just very lightly. Be like, "Listen,
Sure.
you look like a fool.
So
You look
she's
like
like,
you're insane.
"You all seem
No,
like good people," and you walk up and just. It's gonna completely caught her off guard, and it's gonna take her a moment. You have.
Are you paying attention now?
Somebody help me! This man's attacking!
Shut up!
Oh, shit.
Listen to me. The 5th time, you are in danger here. People are after you and are going to take your life if you do not be quiet, stop acting like a mad woman, and come with me.
Please, I beg you, I need your help.
I know you need my help.
Okay, seeing how badly
Tavara, she's
Shut up!
frantic. She's very frantic.
seeing how badly this is going, Urgra is going to exit the safety of the crowd and run up to this freaking woman and say, she's going to grab her by the wrist and she's going to pull her down to her height and she's going to whisper, "Listen, my friend is a chosen of the goddess Salbadine and a follower of Alundra, and he wants to speak to you right now."
And
now.
You'll see just a click. She instantly follows you.
All right, we're leaving.
Okay. So the
Name
crowd
drop.
is very confused, and you can see Tavara just stays there with the crowd, and she's speaking them over. And you can, as you're kind of dashing away with Nyland, you can hear her talking about how Nyland is some kind of heretic and speaking against the temple, and like no one should be worried. And that's kind of the last thing you hear as you're kind of taking off. So you're kind of dashing away and
we're going to the
pulling
Red Dragon
Nyland
Inn.
along, and she's like, "What is going on?"
Yep, I'm holding on to her wrist and I'm dragging her to the Red Dragon Inn. And at the same time, I kind of pointless will be looking for people who are obviously watching us.
In your what?
I'm looking for people who are watching us. I don't think we can lose them with Nyland, but I'll try and duck into like different alleyways to make it hard to follow.
She's making no attempts on being quiet. In fact,
course she's
she's
not.
still kind of in her protesty mood, but you caught her attention, and where the fuck are you dragging her? You know, she's not like kidnap phase, you know, but she's like, before you get to the Red Dragon, and she was stopped, like, what? Like, no, what is going on?
All right.
Damn it, woman.
As I told you, my friend has been blessed by the goddess Salvadine and is a follower of Alundra. But as you yourself know, that is not a very popular stance right now. So we need to find him and have you talk to him because you have a lot of information that he wants, that you wants. But if we are followed and both of you die, that won't be good for anyone except for Tavaria. So can you please calm down, move quietly, and just follow us?
Are you supportive or against Tavara before I make any...
Against.
Neither, really, to be honest.
I kick him in the shins.
Well, Tavara is the worst thing that could happen to the temple right now, and any allies that I can gain in this endeavor, I will go with you, and she will start to follow you.
Right.
Okay.
And we're going.
It only took fucking forever.
Okay. So we'll pan over to the Red Dragon Inn. Rin and Finley, you are going to get there early, so just ignore the Kurtz and Rin tokens in there. So, just so you guys are aware, this looks different, and it's not just because of the year gap. Spaz went through and redesigned it. So it's still the same tavern, but some of the stuff we had talked about and just kind of narratively took some liberty on some things.
There's a piano!
He kind of changed the map to kind of match what we were talking about, because the actual map before didn't have the upstairs and there was no rooms for Devis, you know, so all this is kind of more according to what we did in game.
Right. So imagine this was always the case.
Yeah, this is how it always looked.
Okay, sure.
So we might be doing that with some more maps as well. Just
Frickin'
kind of...
Twitch keeps going up and down and up again. Fuck yeah, man. Is
Okay.
it still recording? Are we still good at recording
It's
side
still
of things?
recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
All right.
recording.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, all those who are watching.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys and
The
gals.
struggle is real.
How look is the pub or inn really lively? Are a lot of people loving it?
So even though it's the grand opening, there doesn't seem to be very many people in here, surprisingly. So you're not sure if like today was the grand opening or was the other day and it didn't go well, or it hasn't actually grand opened yet. You don't know. There are 2 people sitting at the bar, and then there are 3-4 people sitting at the back table over there, and then there's 2 over kind of by the stage. But yeah, this is definitely not as full as you guys have seen the Red Dragon in the past. Well, the future. Future past. The past future.
God damn it, Sean.
Oh my god, roll 20s even have problems. Curse this night.
All right, Finley, do you think that maybe you'd be willing to spot people some drinks, maybe?
Oh, right. Yeah. This as we walk in and just see, you know, what the Red Dragon Inn was before, full of life, full of people, full of drinks, and full of just people having a great time. And we walk in here and there's just not so much going down, only a couple patrons here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a grand opening of the Red Dragon Inn. Like, we need to step it up a notch. And when Rin says, you know, maybe lighten the mood a little bit, maybe yeah, right, yeah, Rin, that actually sounds like not a bad idea at all here, actually. How many people are in this bar?
Including the bartender, 1, 2, 3, and you 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right. Fine. That sounds like a grand idea here. Let's walk up to the bar here and see if we can't maybe spice it up a little bit in here.
Okay. So as you walk up to the bartender, it's different than the one you remember seeing back in year 20. He is kind of moving some cups and some steins that are on the back shelf, and he sees you walk up. Welcome to the Red Dragon Inn.
This is why this place isn't operating
green
great.
screen. And just before I said that, I was thinking, that is a really bright shade of green. And then I went into dialogue and said green.
It was a great little Freudian slip there. It was good.
Oh, that's so funny.
It was the fact that you went.
This is why this establishment is failing miserably.
Yes.
The wrong color, right on the fucking back.
I'm
All right.
actually colorblind. No.
Don't judge me.
Red and green, that's a thing.
Red dragon in. What can I get for you?
What was your name there, barkeep?
I didn't think of one.
Sure.
Yeah,
Thomas.
just barkeep. Yeah, he's just barkeep. Yeah.
All right.
For now. Sorry.
Thomas,
guys.
you said. Someone said Thomas. Is that what I heard there?
I said Thomas. I don't fucking know.
Yep. Sounds great.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm calling him now. All right, Thomas. Is Thomas a guy, dwarf? What's Thomas?
He's human.
Human. All right.
Yep.
Thomas, I got to be quite honest with you here. I saw flyers up all over town that this is supposed to be the grand opening here of the Red Dragon Inn, and I'll take a look around the bar. What's the situation here, man? Like, what's going on?
Well, we just got the building finished being built. Upstairs, we're starting construction on a bunch of some rooms. We're gonna have an inn as well. But we're not able to draw people in. The entertainment that we have two forms of entertainment. Only one of them is going. But the live music kind of fell through.
Oh, entertainment, you say, fell through there. All right. What kind of entertainment were you planning?
We were supposed to have a pianist who was gonna be playing like 6 hours a day to draw people in, but yeah, we.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean, I
actually,
saw the Iries over there, right? But no one giving them a good old tickle there. All right. All right. Well, Rin.
Yes.
Tell you what, man. Just you're gonna see Finley. Just follow my lead, all right? Just go with it here. First of all, and I'll just yell out to the crowd here. Everyone, gather around here on me here real quick, and I'll just everyone, whatever that means, however much that is.
So the two that are at the bar next to you guys they're gonna kind of like turn and look at you to listen. But you can hear some cheers coming from the back square table. As people are tossing dice onto it, and they seem to be content doing what they're doing. But the two that are at the bar, you caught their attention, and they're looking.
All right. Fair enough. All right, Rin, Grand Wizard here, or just follow my lead here. All right, here we go. And I'm going to cast Silent Image right in the fucking middle of this bar, dude, because I'm pretty sure everyone can see it. Doesn't make any auditory or smell like anything. It's just a fucking picture. It takes up a 15-foot cube, which is ridiculous.
Okay.
But I want this to be timed out to raise like a red dragon up out of the floor. Okay. We've seen dragons before. We know what they look like. This is going to be the mini version. Okay. Did we see any kind of like logo when we came in here? I mean, we know what the red dragon looks like. We got the logo kind of thing. I wanted to kind of almost sort of look like the logo, if you will, right?
Okay.
Like the red dragon.
Okay.
But my own little visual uptake. Nice cool scales and like breathing fire. But it doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't have any audits. It's just visual shit. Okay. All right. But I want it to happen when I cue it. Okay. All right, DM.
Okay.
All right, so when I say, hey, drinks are on me, Finley Shenanigan, anyone here? Anyone? And then only these two guys apparently are paying attention. There's a couple cheers in the back.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to get up on the bar now. And I say, all right, apparently no one is listening to everyone's favorite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan. So perhaps a song might do a bit better. And I'll look over to Rid. Hopefully he's picking up what I put down in terms of musical accompaniment. I just need some music.
Do I know Finley's favorite default melody?
Certainly fucking hope so.
I mean, that's what I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah.
If I know what your default preferred choice of like music would be, I guess, which I'm guessing
Chord progression.
Yeah.
I will use minor illusion to make the sound of it as if like for karaoke I'm playing the thing without the words, so it's instrumental.
All right.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So, dun, 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 and I'm just gonna. So as the music starts to come up, and I'm up on the bar, and everyone starts to kind of like pay a little bit more attention, right? And I'm throwing some coin. I'll throw 10 gold on the bar as I start to sing. I say, "Hey everyone in the Red Dragon Inn. Hey, how you doing? My name is Finley Shenanigan. How do you do there? Hey there, hey there, hey. Hey there, hey there, hey." So, right, so, and I'm throwing gold on the bar now, right?
Okay, so if
So
you
now-
start
so
throwing
now,
gold,
as I'm singing
these
this
two
song-
people are going to start making their way over.
Yeah, as I sing this song, now I'm gonna like, go over to the people over to the sidebar, and I'm gonna be like, so this is very like Disney fucking
Sure.
like Beauty and the Beast shit. Like I'm gonna roll around to everyone as I'm singing the song, and I'm gonna go to the people over to the side, and be like, "Hi, nice to meet you. How do you do? Bonjour, good day, good morning to you. Everyone's friends in the Red Dragon Inn there. Hey there, hey there, hey." And then hey there, hey there, hey. So hopefully Rin's picking up, and he's picking up some hey there's behind me, right? Yeah, absolutely, right. And as more people come up, I'm gonna jump down off the bar, right? And I'm gonna say, "Never too early to have a quick drink. Have a good laugh. Give the girl a wink. And don't forget to tip your waitress. Hey there, hey there, hey. Hey there, hey there, hey." And I'm gonna say, "Slow it down now." And I'm gonna start to rise the dragon up out of the floor as we go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, "Red Dragon Inn, the place to be. Everyone now sing along with me. Time for shenanigans with your friend Finley. Hey there, hey there, hey. Hey there, hey there, hey." And I'm gonna start spinning the fucking dragon around the room and stuff, and
Okay.
throwing out like
Dragon
20
some
more
sound
gold
effects.
just for people to buy beers and shit. So
Okay.
hopefully
Yeah. So
that did
the
something.
two at the bar are going to start with hey there, hey, with you. Yeah.
Hey there, hey there, hey.
So-
Wow, like, oh
But
yeah,
then
just
when you
going
break
nuts.
into verses, they're like trying to sing along, but they have no idea what the words are. So
Nope.
they're like, hey there, hey there, hey.
I'll go over to the piano, just like, yes, all that kind of fun shit. Yep. Yeah.
It's
That's the thing
amazing.
that happened.
That's a glamour bar for you.
That is awesome. I love it. Okay, so you totally have the attention of the bartender and these four people, and as you're kind of like, you run up to a person and singing part of a verse, and you run up to another person, like this is a total Disney moment. So do you make your way over to the rectangle building at all? Or table? Words.
Okay, so during this whole like fucking, you have to kind of use your imagination as I'm running around. I'm running around the whole room for this
Sure.
stuff. So I'm over the people at the bar, and then I jump down and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? How you?" Like, so I'm going over these people and over there, like just like a blur of halfling is running around this place as I'm like,
Okay.
all that kind of fun stuff. Yes.
Give me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
As this is happening, just to make sure the mood is light, Finley said drinks all around. I will, as the barkeep does it, send a mage hand to pick it up and drop it off to each person that's in the bar.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm way too much
You're
into
really
the
missing
song
out.
right now.
Actually, so I guess perception was a bad call. I should have asked just for flat d20. So you're actually in the middle of your whole song, but then you kind of like, as Rin is doing the music for you and like trying to get the hey there heys with everybody, you kind of like stop on your tracks because something totally caught you off guard and you totally forget about the song that you're singing, and there is somebody who is just staring at you in a very menacing way, and it's just like eye contact the whole time where you're doing it. You noticed it, you're going, you know it, but then like he just gets this really big mischievous grin on his face, and his outfit, and the reason why it caught your attention, he's dressed in like a Harlequin jester kind of outfit, and so he's got the big gaudy hat that's half black, half red. He's sitting at the table, and he's kind of like looking from under his eyebrows with this death stare at you, and he's just got this big grin.
All right, that's not creepy at all. So yeah, at the end of the musical accompany that there, you know how they always do like, right at the end of the big number there. So after everyone's like drinking everything, by the way, I just threw 30 gold out at this situation. So I threw 10 gold out in the beginning. I threw like 20 more gold out as the song was playing, just like that, because
Okay.
that's
At
what
this
you do.
point, the patrons are going to be like following you and picking up the coins, and
I was hoping it was loud enough. Maybe some people from the street came in. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So once all that's over here, and Ren helped out. He's got the mugs from like Mickey Fantasia, where they're like dun 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 dun. Yeah, awesome, perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
I think two of these people would have come over, and they're trying to pick up the gold, and they're ordering drinks. The bartender's just pouring them like crazy for everyone at the bar, while Ren's mage hand is handing them out.
All right, cool. Did anyone come in from the street? That's what's important right now, Sean.
Not yet.
God damn it. All right. Anyway, so once the song's all over and everything, I'm going to slide back over to Rin, which I can see. He's still kind of right next to me. All right. So everyone's pouring drinks and having a good time. Like, whew, all right. How'd I do there?
That was impressive for an impromptu performance.
Oh, thank you. I'm a little rusty here. Just getting the old gears turned in there or what have you. But you did well there. I know we didn't really practice nothing. We didn't really practice that number, but you did good. The mugs were flowing there. That was good teamwork there.
I've known you well enough to just do everything in C minor. That's fine.
Fair enough. All right. Hey, and don't look now, right? From where we're at, DM, where is this jester guy? Is he left, back, right, behind us?
Left.
Yeah, he's off. Yeah, on the rectangle.
Okay.
There.
I can't see the whole map, so I can't really tell.
Oh yeah, you have to move your token.
I can see it. I can see him. He's
You
right
were
there.
dancing around, so I'll move you over so you can see.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
and at this point, the commoners are kind of like bugging, like pull on your shirt. Hey, make the dragon again. Like this is great. Like bartender, get him a
should
drink.
still be there.
all right.
They're all kind of pulling
performance.
on you.
Right. One performance a day, everyone. But please remember, tip your waitress, and have a smashing good time here at the Red Dragon in the grand opening. Tell a friend. But Ren, I'm gonna look over at Ren and be like, all right, don't fucking look now, but at your oh boy, and I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna even do the hands. I'll be like your south, nope, north, nope, that's my north. Your south. East, I guess. Yeah, you're southeast. Don't look now. But someone is really giving me a stink eye over there. He's dressed like a crazy person. Not too hard to pick out. And can I see when that guy's kind of looking over this way, or like kind of just give a little glance so that I can give Rin a signal when to look?
Since you started the whole song and dance and running around, he has not broke eye contact with you, and you could swear he hasn't even blinked, and he's just got this smirk on his face, and he kind of like, while still staring at you, he kind of like leans over under the table, and he pulls out some of these rags, and he's kind of like manipulating him and twisting him while he's still like, he's got this big, and you hear him giggling.
All right. So this guy's kind of creeping me out a bit. Don't look now, but maybe go up to the bar or something there and see if just get. He's not hard to pick out, but just give it a gander, just for a moment. I'll stay right the fuck here because I don't feel I'm gonna. Yep, right here.
I mean, I can see him. I gave him an ale. I don't know if he's drunk it, but
no, he has not. Yeah, if you brought it over to him, he's
Yeah,
just kind of sitting there at the table. He has a set of dice in front of him, but he hasn't touched them. He's still just kind of twisting around these rags.
Do you know who he is?
DM, do I know who this is?
You do not.
Not a fucking clue. He's just freaking me out. I kind of, like, after that whole performance, I can't just, like, get up and leave, just made this grandeur, thing happen, trying to get some patrons in here, get a little bit more lively in here. I can't just leave the flock.
Okay. And then,
but I don't want to move either.
Okay, and the door will kind of kick open as Kurtz, Urgra, and Nailan come stumbling in, and we will take our first break.
All right.
I was about to say, oh, you want me to confront him? Never mind, there's Kurtz. We'll get him.
Yeah, right.
Speak of the devil! All right, so sorry about the technical issues. I don't even know if anybody watching, but if you are, sorry about it. We are going to go on a break, and hopefully it'll smooth out as the night goes on. I don't know what's going on, but we'll still play anyway.
Yep.
Hey there. See you after the break. are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it. Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna belt this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter Melody.
Ah! Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into a, let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah, we're on our phones. This shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my head. Like, indeed. Grab it by the head, start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's meant to be.
Tell Caldevar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going.
Come up to Ren and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got, really scruffy, nasty beard. He kind of kicks his foot over there. Ow! Down. And he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, "Are you not entertained?" Hail, brave adventurer!
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen, if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Ah, salutations. I am Rin Enoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets, my manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the horseman's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need, a sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
He tries to do the propelling plane, and it just
Yeah,
goes,
the beard.
Oh, and we'll fly, all right, just like a rock.
And we've been back for a little bit, but I wanted to let you go on that first. We were talking about Disney movies because of Finley's little musical. No.
Oh, trust me, I could quote that entire movie if you had me, but we're not going to do that.
Go for it. Yeah, we're on your time. Whatever you guys want to do. All right, so Finley is done with his musical number. Rin's handing out the beers. Got that glaring smile at you. But Kurtz and Erdgra and Nylan just walk in, and she's kind of like, as soon as she realizes that you guys are in a tavern, she's kind of like, do we have to talk in here?
Yes. God said so.
Okay. I've never been in an establishment like this before. I hope no one sees me.
Well, that's the whole point. And I will.
And then kind of a light bulb will go off for her. Okay.
I will look for Finley, and seeing him, probably not even noticing the creepy jester person, because I am on a mission.
No, yeah.
I'm going to walk over to him and say, Finley, we need you. We need to find a place that's private to talk to Nylan over here. She was causing a ruckus at the temple.
Oh, all right. Private. And I'm gonna think for a second. Private.
I'll look at the bartender. Hey, do you have any rooms to rent upstairs?
No, they are still under construction, but the bottom floor here is built.
I'll give you a gold if you let us use your pantry for the next 10 minutes.
Sure, go ahead.
Slam it on the table.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. There is. I just moved
Alright.
the door so you guys can actually go back.
I am going to make sure that Orion stays outside and keeps an eye out on that creepy jester. And if he moves towards the to the pantry door, to give an alert.
Okay. So Erdgra, you're gonna head towards the back area. Who's all going with you?
I am taking Nylan.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we're all going. You said.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we can all go. That's fine.
Yeah, class trip.
Okay.
Okay.
As we're walking, just real quick, carts.
Yes. Finley, found a nun.
Is it the same nun that I? Nope, it's not. Sorry.
No, it's not.
That was a quick
Not
one.
that one. Yeah, it's a different one.
Right.
Finley doesn't matter. She doesn't remember you groping her.
God, good point, Rin. All right, hey.
That
Thanks for
doesn't
looking
mean.
up. All right.
Clean plate.
Clean slate every time. Real
If I
quick,
was
I'm
right
just
when
gonna
she's walking into a back room you guys aren't supposed to be in. You guys are talking about groping a nun, and she's like already nervous.
clean slate. Kurtz.
Yes, Finley.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna it's gonna look awkward because Kurtz is walking like this, I guess. But I'll be like, Kurtz, do you see that guy over to your? And now I gotta look.
I'm perching Orion right there, by the way.
You're northeast, right? Or whatever. He looks like a crazy clown jester man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. He's creeping me the fuck out. Just keep an eye on him, and I don't really like anything
Well,
about his
I'll
situation.
go deal with it, and I walk up to the man.
Oh,
Yes.
Kurtz.
Okay. Pent up aggression. Got it. All right.
Okay.
Let the dog off. Let the dog off the leash, man. All right.
So Kurtz walks off towards him, but we'll stay with you guys in here.
Yeah.
Go Kurtz Glaskin.
All right, so Nylin, this is the friend I was talking to you about. I have gestured to Finley. He is a chosen of Salvadine and believer in Alundra. Finley, if you could do your little...
How much do we trust this nun?
I don't think
She's-
it matters much, Finley, because she won't remember it anyways. Just go ahead.
All right. Fair point. All right, I'll go hibbity bobbity boop, and the little stone will pop out
Okay. He'll start
from
spreading-
an unknown source.
Okay. Some crevice of Finley's little body. And she'll see the orb floating, around, but she won't pay much attention to it. They were telling me about that you don't particularly like Tavara. Is that correct?
I don't really think quite any of us really like Tahora, and I'll look around at Urgra and Rin for a nod of approval.
That woman.
Yeah, right. Yeah, none of us do.
Do you believe that she's supposed to be the head priestess?
Oh God, no.
No, I'd say other words, but we're in the presence of a priestess here. Or I'd have some other choice words, but
Oh, that's
yeah,
right. I
no.
forgot. Oh, goddesses, no.
Yeah, there we go. Right, yeah, right.
Myself and some of the faithful followers who cling to Alundra's message, we wish to try to get rid of Tavara because she is just a poison that is going to ruin the temple.
Right. Go on. Is there a plan associated with that, or is it just like oh, that sure would be nice if that happened kind of thing?
Well, I was thinking that somebody as terrible as she is has got to have something hidden, and was hoping I could find somebody to help me look, because I got to be careful with being seen prying where I shouldn't be. I was out protesting and was trying to find some supporters, and they grabbed me and told me about you.
You call what you were doing this afternoon being careful?
Well,
Oh, just for you two. She was in front of the temple yelling at a huge crowd of people, denouncing Tavaria in front of her face, and, just...
well, the people must
acting
know of how terrible Tavara is.
And so
They
you
must know
have
the
to-
truth.
And so you don't do it subtly, you just yell it at their faces when obviously they're not being receptive?
Is there another way?
Rin, this is yours.
Well, I feel that protesting is actually a very good thing to do. She lives here. This is something that they should take action to
Thank you.
usurp her. But I know a little bit of insight that it will do nothing. But again, Urgra, our actions do nothing. What do you expect me to do about her? She'll go on doing it anyways.
I grab Rin by the freaking collar and pull him down to my level. Need her to trust us so she will tell us freaking information.
Oh, she already trusts us, it seems, considering the fact that you are, in the same league as her, hating Tavaria. My dear Nyland, do you recall us at all?
Should I?
Didn't expect you would. We are friends. We are in league with your... your goals, at least. Not necessarily the direction you're choosing to take it, but our ends are at least united to see Tavaria no longer influencing the people in such a negative way.
Well, I'm glad we have common ground. Well, my name is Nylin. It is a pleasure to meet all of you. And she'll kind of extend a hand to each of you, like, wanting to know who you are.
Rin.
Urgra.
Oh, Finley Shenanigan, everyone's favorite halfling bard. I'm really surprised you haven't seen me or heard of me. It's fine. Another time.
Oh.
Where's Kurtz?
Well,
Oh boy, where did he go? No, we'll find him in a second.
well, Finley.
So really, and I'm gonna point to the stone real quick. So really, this doesn't really set any tones off with you. Have you ever seen anything like this Hibbly-Doo before?
Yeah,
Spitting.
Sister Stone, of course I've seen them, yes.
Oh, you have? Okay. Have you like recently or anything, or just like in passing, or what?
I've met several people who have them, but they're pretty rare. What did you do to get yours?
Gosh, what didn't we do, right? Just some heroic acts, just as you do. Nothing too crazy, but it looks good though, right? It looks, and as it spins around my head, I'm gonna send it back to its crevice.
Woo!
So it just seems that Nyland, perhaps, dear, we are a little bit of a chord that perhaps we could help each other out a bit here, because my friends and I really kind of like these shiny doodads that were floating around my head here, and perhaps you could tell us a little bit more information about what we could do to help you out. Information is certainly key and power, and I mean, when you said you really didn't have a plan, but you're more or less looking for someone to help you there, I mean, secrets is certainly a good way to get started. What, do you know anything, any kind of dirt on Tavara that you're trying to share, or what?
Well, this evening the temple is throwing a feast, and Tavara will be in attendance. What I was thinking was I could tell you where her room is if you're willing to investigate it. Look for anything that shows her true nature. I know she's up to something, I just don't know what. If you guys could find anything to prove that she's up to something, we may have some dirt on her.
That sounds very interesting, but also, I mean, a little bit dangerous. But what about this? If we did this and are successful, we are actually interested in pursuing a different line of investigation, and it actually has to do with the Sister Stones. But in order to do that, we need to talk to the man who made them. Do you know anything about where we can find Master Solomon?
Solomon? Yes, he should still be where he normally is.
Elaborate.
I'm stalling.
Like in Glanchester? Does that help at all?
Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yep. And yes, he lives up in Glanchester, which is quite a distance from here.
As far as the teleportation circles, are there any relatively close to there?
I'm gonna drop you guys into the Candoria world map.
Ooh, we have that up.
Oh, we have one of those now.
World map.
Ooh, gotta zoom out. Oh.
That's where I live.
Number 5.
All right, so Candoria is over here.
Yep.
Glanchester is number 20.
So around the mountains.
So the teleportation circles haven't been as widespread accessible as they were in 20, but as far as you guys knew from year 1, there was one that went to Herta Flurgan, which was at 39. And it was a day's travel from 39 to 16 or to 24. So those are the two Bane.
So a couple days.
Yeah, it'd probably take about two days or so.
That would be the majority of the week there, Gergra.
So it'd be 2 days there and 2 days back. Just to give you
Well,
guys kind of a warm and fuzzy about where it is.
Though at the same time, we don't have to necessarily be back in Candoria when the week is up.
True. If we were trying to ingratiate ourselves with Master Solomon, is there anything you can tell us that would possibly get us on his good side?
Just be a virtuous person would be all you would need to be on his good side. He's the best man I've ever known.
I mean, does he like cookies? Does he like alcohol?
I think he's keen to pie.
There we go.
Who doesn't like a good pie? All right.
Now that we have this in mind, you would wish for us to investigate her rooms tonight?
Yeah, this evening the temple is throwing the feast, and I think that would be the perfect opportunity because she's going to be in attendance the entire time. I should buy someone a large enough window to go investigate her room.
All right.
Kurt, Dylan, your shit went
Your light's
really
totally
dark.
gone.
Yeah, there you
Weird.
It looks like it's from your monitor. But
Kurt Glaskin disappears into the shadows.
there you go.
Hey, buddy.
That sounds. I mean, that sounds like we'd need to discuss it with our fourth missing member, but it sounds like something we'd definitely be interested in.
Okay. So how do you guys want to go about plan? Like, where should we meet up? Is there anything?
You know, and just to put a little extra sprinkles on top of this Sunday, you know, I kind of feel as I'm taking this in a little bit here, Miss Nyland, that you know, going into, you know, the high priestess's, you know, courts to, you know, try to rummage through her room to try to find stuff, you know, had we or shall we be caught, you know, certain death and, you know, doom upon our heads and things. So, you know, I feel like we're taking a little bit of a risk here. It's not for a noble cause, mind you. You know, we can certainly discuss amongst the team here, but I kind of feel like, you know, risking our lives for like some information, like maybe we could pump that up a bit here, perhaps. You know, a wee little bit more than just, you know, something we kind of already knew where to go find someone.
Or maybe anything you could give us, like, to help us along, like maybe an item or I don't know.
I was under the impression that we have a common goal of trying to dethrone a tyrant who is a complete plague upon the temple and everything it stands for. Isn't that enough? Just knowing...
We just don't want to die.
Nor do I.
All right.
If you're too worried or, you know, afraid to take this mission, that is fine. You don't have to. It was just an idea.
No, we're interested. This type of opportunity doesn't come along very often.
It's just, you know, felt, you know, I know there's a mutual goal here at the end of the rainbow here. It's just that it feels like there's a lot of weight on our side of the tracks here. So, you know, just to maybe kind of ease our own mental, you know, anguish about possibly dying, you know, a little bit extra sweetener at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel here. You know, maybe just a little bit more information about maybe where to find some sister stones, perhaps. Nothing too crazy. You said you already knew some things. Maybe just a more formalized, you know, information perhaps might, you know, just something to think about. Maybe write it down, you know, whereabouts or where to look for them. You know, I don't think that's asking too much for us risking our life. Just throwing it out there.
Feel free to ask me some questions about him, and I will help if I can.
All right. Well, let's start with the matter at hand. You've been in the High Priestess's personal chambers before, perhaps?
No, I've never been in there before.
Ah.
But I know where they are.
And do you know where her room is? Like, how do we even get started with this? Do you have any sort of inclination of where her room is, or what?
Can you provide us with a map of the temple?
Got a crayon? You know, like it's like she doesn't have a map, but she could like.
I have a quill and parchment.
Okay. And she can kind of like draw a rough layout for you of kind of like where her quarters are within the temple, and but she's saying like she'll explain to you that like don't just rush off and do it. Like wait till the feast is going. Of
course.
She can give you a signal or.
Do you know what this feast is pertaining to here, Nyland?
I assume the Aurora.
Say again.
Is that what the feast is all about here? Is this with the lights in the sky coming around, or a celebration of sorts? Or the reason I'm asking is if you know what it's about, perhaps there might be something of note, a big event, something where a lot of people are gathered, big eyes focus in one direction that perhaps might be a really keen time for us to make our move.
That's why she wants us to go during the banquet, Finley.
Are you talking
about... banquets are a really long time. I didn't know, is there like a cutting of a turkey or something? That might be a good time to go. Or, you know, there's a big dance number in the middle.
The lights that were in the sky a year ago?
Yeah, right. Yeah. What's the feast? What's the feast about this evening? That was the question, dear.
It's just a celebration within the temple that Tavara's holding. The light... What about the lights, though?
It's an annual thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When?
Tonight.
How do you know this?
Oh God, we have to explain this all again. Look, I don't think we really need to explain it too much. Just understand that this is something that Tavaria has some insight on, and there's some nefarious reason how she's able to glean this information. We are sent to try and counter this. So she is preemptively planning this banquet probably to try and announce and reassert her authority by proclaiming the light's appearance. So that is fine. We'll let her do that. Spend her time trying to convince the people while we see if we can uncover anything in her rooms.
I think that's perfect.
Now,
Does
sorry. Yes, sir, go ahead.
I'm wondering, does Tavaria have a sort of second in command, someone she trusts?
Not in particular, no. It's kind of a dictatorship. If anybody would be, it'd be myself would be next in command, but she's ostracized me and stripped me of rank and, position, and just tries to decredit anything I say because I'm speaking out against her ill intentions towards the people of the land.
All right.
She's
I was just
perverting
curious.
the words of the goddesses, and I will not stand for it. I will not stand for it.
Right. So just, I guess, in closing here, one last time, is there anything that you know of, anything in particular happening at this feast of worthy of noting? Yeah, like I said, perhaps ceremonial, feast cutting or some sort of dance number, just something that sticks out as something that we might be able to use for our advantage.
This is the first time they've held this thing, and I did not get an invitation, as you can probably assume. As far as what is going to take place during this festivity, I don't know, but I do have word from people though that once it begins, Tavar will be tied up for quite a bit of time, and that would be so. Just once it starts, that would be the signal for you guys to have enough time to go do what you need to do.
All right. Anything else we can think about to ask this priestess here?
She said she'll answer some questions about Solomon because that seemed to be what you were interested in. If she knows, she'll try to help you.
Perhaps what he looks like. Looks would certainly help here when we head out to find Mr. Solomon.
He's an older man. He's bald on the top. He has gray hair that's just kind of in the back, and it comes down into a pointy white gray beard in the front. He dresses very modest. It's going to be kind of a green drab robe. Something that sticks out is he has a very large white rope that's tied in the front, and there's a little lantern that hangs from it.
All right.
All good things to know, but we shall think of any other questions to further ask when we obviously reconvene. Where would you like us to meet you when we have discovered what we can in her rooms?
I would prefer to come find you. Where should I come look for you?
Here should be as good a place as any. You know where the Red Dragon Inn is.
Okay. I will come here when I'm able to come find out what you were able to dig up on her.
All right.
Try to make it tonight. We tend to move around quite a bit.
Try to what?
Try to meet us tonight at some time after the feast.
Sure, absolutely. You sure you don't have any other questions about Solomon or the meteorite or anything?
The what now? What is this meteorite?
The meteorite that crashed centuries ago.
It's the one that he formed the stones with, I believe.
Yes.
What's that story?
It crashed in it. Some of the priestesses say that it was sent from the goddesses, and Solomon was put in charge of harvesting the precious gems off of the meteorite, and that's where the sister stones come from.
Wait, you said it happened several years ago, but this person is still around? Is he an elf?
No, the meteorite crashed centuries ago and was just kind of held, and then he was put in charge of harvesting the gems from the meteorite. But the reason why they're so rare is he extracted all of the stones from the meteorite, and it was depleted.
What happened to the rest of the meteorite then? Aside, because if he just took gemstones, there should be more left over.
There is. I'm sure the rock is still somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it was all broken apart to harvest the precious gems.
Was it held by the temple then, for the most part?
I don't know. It was many years ago that he made the gems, and they were given out to the religious leaders of each of the tribes. But yeah, as far as the actual meteorite itself, I'm not sure where it is.
We can always ask him when we eventually reach the city. Go. Oh God.
Lanchester.
Lanchester. Winchester-Tinfieldville, Iowa.
Shire.
Well, all right. Well,
Where's
dear Nyland, if we think of any more questions, I'm sure we could always divvy that up later. But all right, so we have a bit of a plan. We'll meet back here later. We should probably go find Kurtz. I haven't heard any. Have we heard any screams from the other room in this whole conversation?
Okay, we can pan over to Kurtz. All right, so
I would
That
love
guy's
to
a
do
mime
that.
anyway.
What is happening while all this conversation's happening? What's happening with Kurtz?
So Kurtz, you left the room, and Finley said he was feeling odd about a certain character at the table. What would you like to do?
So is it fairly apparent who I should be concerned about?
Yeah, there is no one else in the room who matches that description. You can kind of see him. He's just kind of chuckling to himself. He's kind of manipulating something in his hands that's on the table.
What the fuck?
I just sort of march up to him and be like, "Hey, so giving my halfling friend over there shit, staring at him, giving him the eye, anything like that."
He'll kind of look up at you completely straight-faced, and then he'll kind of grin, and the grin is quite large. It's larger than, like, the human mouth. And he'll kind of look at you, and you can see that... Here, let me make this picture a little bit bigger so you can see.
Oh, yeah, that's just what I need. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the nightmares.
So he's got these big shoulder guard blades that have these, like, spikes that are protruding from it. So he's kind of looking at you through those spikes, and he just has this grin on his face.
That's so funny. If it's a joke, you should tell me.
He'll pick up this pile of rags and kind of shift over, and some magic will kind of swirl around really quick, and you'll see a little puppet be turned into from the rags. And it looks very, very familiar, and you instantly recognize it as a kind of a way to explain how, like, chibi artwork is like very
Big
similar.
head, small
Yeah, it's like
line,
extremely
Buddha.
similar, but it's dumbed down for the detail of it. So that's kind of what this puppet is of Finley. So it's kind of like this, the fine details are not there, but it's dressed just like how Finley was, and he kind of picks up with one hand and puts his hand over the other, and he says, and this cross beam wooden thing comes up, and these arcana strings kind of come dangling upon it, and he starts to make it dance around the table just like Finley was dancing around the room singing, and he just starts cracking up as he's making it dance around the table.
God, Curse is gonna kill him.
That's a fun trick there, buddy. How about you get the fuck out?
And as you say that, he's gonna still keep puppeting it around, and it's making him laugh. But as soon as you say "get the fuck out," you'll just see the smile turn to just a stern face as it's still puppeting around, and he's gonna lock eyes with you and just kind of stare.
fucking Heart of Darkness his ass.
Okay. He's going to react with something that would seem to you like a Heart of Darkness on steroids.
Ooh.
Clown Heart of Darkness.
So I'm just gonna slowly
Penny's
put my hand on my hatchet on my belt. Be like, okay, so do I put this in your skull here or outside?
And he gives you this look, and you're actually going to be somewhat intimidated by this figure. This look that he gives you is going to stare through the windows, your eyes, up into your soul, and it's going to like go way past that, and you can just see, you're not quite sure what, but with your Heart of Darkness, you can relate with this, but it's the darkness that you're seeing within this man, creature, whatever it is, makes your darkness seem like a light.
All right, guys. Out of character. There's two ways that we can handle this.
Uh-huh.
The smart way, which is where
Right.
I turn around and walk away, and we find out something about this character, possibly why he's such a big, evil, creepy bastard. You know, but there's also Kurtz Glaskin waiting.
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
And you know, Kurtz has had a day. You know, he's just, you know, all of his hopes and dreams ripped from him. Second chances for naught. So, Kurtz is just gonna nod a little bit. And, you know, one of Kurtz's ideals, I don't run from evil. You know, evil runs from me.
Right.
So, I'm gonna whip out the hand axe and try to just bash him in the face with the blunt side of it.
Okay. So as you start to swing in a blink of an eye, he's going to go from the chair he's in to the chair across the table, and it's gonna you're just gonna hit the air. But Finley's puppet is still at the chair he was at, and it's still kind of dancing around. He is holding that cross platform with it, and you can kind of see Arcana strings, but they kind of fade to invisible. But then over the Finley puppet, it's the opposite of the Arcana strings. They're kind of fade to invisible, and it's still following the synchronization of what he's doing. And he starts to have Finley puppet kind of turn towards you, and it's kind of like, you know, doing gestures at you, whatever the Candoria, you know, it doesn't have fingers on the puppet, but you know what I'm saying, like whatever scene gestures, and he's just gonna
turns around and moons you.
Hey, Ren.
I think I heard Kurtz peeking out the door.
Or Ryan did, yeah.
Yes.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Hello. What's up?
I'm just gonna chuck the hand axe at this clown guy.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me.
No.
Alright, you're gonna chuck it at him. Okay.
Yeah, just fucking.
Okay, so he's gonna blink from there to somewhere you're not quite sure.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
And then you can kind of hear right behind you.
Anytime you want to firebolt this guy, Ren.
Wait.
Rin doesn't know what's going on.
I don't
No,
see.
I'm saying that out loud.
Oh, you're yelling for Rin?
I poked my head out. I should see it behind Kurtz, right?
Okay, so you guys just...
Not from the
So
pantry.
while you guys were doing the plan and stuff in Island, and she's like, all right, that sounds great.
We were in there for a
Rin,
long
you're gonna
time.
hear Kurtz's voice calling out for your name, calling your name.
You know, I'll definitely peek my head out and just kind of look.
Okay, so as you peek out, you're gonna see a hand axe come flying through the air, kind of stick against the staircase that's over back here.
Ryan, what is it?
Well, Kurtz just threw an axe. Kurtz, what's wrong? I'm sending Orion around to get a better view.
Evil clown.
So Orion can go here. Oop.
Right. Is he dead? I'm gonna start walking my way out here too. Did you kill him? Is he? What happened? Did he run away?
Well, you can start by telling me if I've got a knife against my throat.
Does he have a knife against him?
Burger will start running.
So as you guys are coming out, you can see the body language of this Harlequin guy. He has the one hand out, still puppeting around, but the other one is just kind of folded under the arm. It doesn't seem like he has a weapon, but the puppet is going to run and jump off the table. It's still kind of dancing and being a fool, with the Arcana string still above it. But it's going to run over towards Finley, and it's going to start, like, mirroring everything you do as it's looking up to you. It's going to, like, wave and kind of, like, and then whatever it is that you do in reaction to it, it's then going to mirror it back to you.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, as soon as we come out of this room talking on island, and I come out, trying to assess the situation. At the end of our conversation with Nyla, we were looking to hear if they heard any screaming or tables flipping or anyone dying. So as we come out of this room and I see a little fucking like a little wooden me running at me.
It's more like a doll. Yeah,
right.
It's got
a plushie.
The same. Yeah, right. Exactly. Same way. So it just comes up with you, and you can see these kind of blue strings, magical strings, is kind of sticking up from the top of it. Never seen this.
So as we come around the corner, I'm like, Kurtz, are you all right? What's going? Ah! As soon as I see a little thing running at me that looks like me, I'm just gonna be like, I'm only 3'3", so I mean the thing is.
Okay.
Half my, almost my size. like that's right.
So
a third of my size.
It'd be maybe not quite as tall as like a Barbie doll, a little bit shorter. So maybe about.
Yeah, it's like a Chucky doll. Yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah. What? What is that? What is that? And I'm gonna point at it.
And it's gonna point at you just like you're pointing at it. It's gonna be like, what? Like doing the same body language. There's no noise coming out of it, but it's gonna be copying all the body motions that you're making.
Hey, quick question. Why are there owls popping up all over the...
That's Orion.
Yeah, just one Orion.
Okay.
Is that his token?
Yeah, I just drew a weird head.
I can make a token.
He looks sad.
I was wondering.
There are owls in Roll20, I think.
No, I like it.
His little owl face.
Look how it takes up 4 squares, too.
I was just wondering what the hell it was.
Kurtz, what is happening?
So, hey, Rin, you know that thing that you used to be able to do where you, look at a place and then you're there?
All right.
Well, this guy does it too. And he's creeping me out.
Oh.
And he's not a good person.
Do we... hello?
He doesn't talk either. He just laughs. Or frowns, one of the two.
He's going to start pacing around back here as you guys are talking amongst yourselves.
I'm keeping my fucking eyes on this creep.
Yeah, Thomas?
Hey, fuck twat. Come here. We're not done.
I'm trying to call the barkeep.
Yeah, he'll come over to you and...
Who's that?
Who's who? And he'll look over to you pointing towards that guy. He's like, I've never seen him before.
So he's not the entertainment or anything like that?
No, the other entertainment was the die-cast gambler at the table there. He looked like he was playing the game.
Okay. Urga's gonna try to approach the Harlequin.
Okay.
And she'll look back to the puppet that's mimicking Finley. So that's pretty impressive.
And he'll kind of look at each of you, kind of do a once over from a head to toe look, and smile, and then look at the next person head to toe. So he ends up looking at the rest of the 3 of you, and then where he's standing is just going to turn into a cloud of red and black smoke that just kind of spirals around and kind of dissipates out, and you can hear his menacing laugh kind of just echoing as it fades away, and as the smoke kind of clears, his body is gone.
Is the puppet still there?
The puppet is still there.
Is it still animated?
Thomas, you said there were monster incursions. Does that resemble anything close to what's been occurring here?
No, it was actual like beasts that came and attacked the village. We had some people who were able to fight them off, but not before they were able to destroy some homes.
I have no idea what that was.
So with that roll, was that a demon?
It actually would seem like it wasn't a demon. Like you would have a pretty good feeling it wasn't a demon. In fact, you're probably sure that it's not, but you're not sure what it was.
All right. Well, gentlemen on the good side and lady, that wasn't a demon. On the bad side, I have no fucking idea what that was, and it's more of an asshole than I am.
I mean, my instinct is that it had something to do with the, she'll lean in and whisper, COC. They kind of had a similar motif of like ostentatious clothing and liking magical things. Plus, they were in the city before.
It seemed particularly interested in Finley, as it has also a puppet of Finley.
Well, now we have the puppet of Finley.
Well,
So while all this is going on and you guys are having these conversations, ever since I pointed and he's pointed back at me, I don't even notice if I really noticed that the other jester guy left, because I've been doing things like this. And then like this. And then like, all right, okay. All right, I'll do this.
Everything you're doing, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go like,
And he's getting in the air, and then like when it's something that's like absurdly funny, the puppet will kind of break the mirroring character and kind of like start like, slapping its knee, and like you can see that it's laughing in its own way until it can regain composure, and then it goes back to copying you until you do something totally absurd, and then he's just gonna go like,
I love it. All right. So as they're having those conversations, we're having our own little thing over here.
Right.
By the time they come back around over here to us to be like, so they think, I don't know, I think I kind of like this thing. Are we keeping him? Because I think he's adorable. Like, well, check this out. I'm going to do like a skip.
And he's going to skip.
Are you seeing this? This is amazing. Like, if there was ever anything better than just me, it's a little adorable to me, right? He's doing all of this stuff as I'm doing it, right?
And he's gonna like look up at you and kind of like be reaching like this for you.
Right. Should I pick him up? I think I should pick him up.
No. I don't necessarily like this. I'm going to see if Orion can touch the doll. Can Orion kind of like pick it up with the claw?
Yeah, it's a physical thing. He can touch it. But he's gonna like once Orion comes over, he's gonna be like judo chopping at it, but it's gonna be very comical. He'll kind of like do like a running dive to get out of the way when he could have just sidestepped. Like it's gonna be very theatrical reactions to everything.
I'm just going to have Orion pick it up in his claw and land there with it kind of like a mouse caught in its talons. Just hold it there, and I go, give me just a tiny, tiny second, please. And I will cast Identify on the creature without ritual. I'll just do it.
All right, just don't hurt the little guy. Yeah, I mean, he's like, I feel like he's a part of me or something. I just don't hurt him, Rin.
I won't. But luckily my familiar can transfer touch-based spells, so I'm transferring Identify through my familiar.
Pretty awesome.
All right, so some things about it I will let you in on, and some I won't. All right, so it is 100% magically imbued. He took the rags and he turned it into this thing, but it then became magical in nature. You definitely know that he is controlling it remotely from his little pad, with the strings. The strings are direct relation with it. Let's see. It doesn't seem that there is any amount of distance limiting this puppet. So no matter where he is or no matter where the puppet is, there's no range outside of him being able to do it. Okay. He learns properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has, if any. No charges.
It was created by a spell.
Yeah, it was a spell. It's not one you are familiar with. As far as the nuances of the spell, you're actually this is completely eluding you to what even school of magic it comes from. Is there anything in particular that you're...
Do I know the kind of school of magic it's slightly associated with?
It would be... The closest thing would be... It actually seems like it's maybe two schools. Conjuration or transmutation. You're not quite sure which one.
Uh-huh.
It almost seems like maybe a little both. You're not sure.
Right. Does it look like it has any kind of connection to Finley, or just to the
Esther?
As you inspect it closer, to an untrained arcanic eye, it seems like it's a sentient being, but you get the very distinct feeling while you're identifying it that it's actually just doing whatever the strings are making it do. That you're pretty convinced that it's not actually sentient. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the reactions.
Right. Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's connected to Finley at all.
No, it's connected to the strings, and the strings are...
Okay. I don't like it. It's a little creepy, Finley, and I'm going to use my conjuration to conjure a bird cage to keep it in. I'm going to have Ryan throw it in there, and I'm going to close the door.
Okay. All right, so the puppet will kind of walk over to the bars and is like trying to shake it, and it's like pleading for help, like looking over you at Finley, like... You're locked in here, too.
All right, well, you said you wouldn't hurt him, right? No, he hasn't done anything yet. Like, he's just a little me. Look at how adorable he is.
Hold on. If it's still being remotely controlled, then that means that the guy's seeing us in order to mimic.
Probably, or maybe seeing through the puppet thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, while we're trying to figure out the next course of action, I actually wanted to do something really quick with the little booger, if that's all right. And I will take out a pen and a quill and parchment and try to, like, hand it inside there.
Okay. You can fit it through.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it'll fit through. Yeah.
All right. And so I have my own parchment and quill. Be like, are you ready? You want to draw a picture? It'll be fun.
And he'll get super excited. Yeah, and he'll start. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, ready? And go. And we're going to draw a picture.
Okay. So the pen is going to be...
Try to think on, like, see if we can draw the same thing, all right? So, like, here we go. And I'm going to see if we draw the same thing.
Okay. So he will kind of, like, grab the pen and is kind of walking around with it, you know. And when he's... Are you going to do, like, a 1, 2, 3 reveal kind of a thing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's mimicking me, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Ha! So it's us dancing with the pelvic thrusts. I don't know if you guys that.
Well, he drew a penis.
So, he drew a penis. Okay, good.
Penis,
the reason I wanted to do that, for Kyle's knowledge, is if we drew the same thing.
No,
if
it
we
was
were
not.
Kind of way.
No.
But he drew a penis. Okay, all right. That's not bad. That's actually, I'll look at kind of. How big is this penis on his parchment?
It's very. It's very rudimentary. Like, the lines aren't straight. It's
rudimentary.
Just very...
All right, not bad. Can I have that back? Can I take the parchment and quill back? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can just take it. Yeah, it's just a doll.
All right, cool. So, all right, everyone. So, just a real quick experiment. We are not connected in any kind of way here. I was just trying to see if we had some sort of mind link here, that there was going to be some real weird hoobly goo going on here. But, I mean, it doesn't seem to be harmless in any way.
I've only let it on fire.
Maybe not quite yet.
Wait, hold on, Kurtz Gladskin. I'm going to go like this. Does he do it too?
Yeah, he was going to do like this, yeah.
All right. So I'm not really going to cover my ears, but I'm going to make it look like I am. All right. Now you can talk. He can't hear you now. Go ahead.
All right. Oh my gosh, Finley, there's a really pretty girl over there that just came into the bar.
Huh?
I'm going to take an arrow and I'm going to poke it into the doll's butt.
Ooh, okay. Good call. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my main concern.
Okay. So as you poke it into the butt, the doll is still just copying Finley. It
right.
sinks right in, yeah.
Okay. Do I feel a prick in my butt?
Why would you feel a prick in your butt?
I'm just making sure. Just making sure.
Your stone.
Just making sure. Okay. Because
I
we're
know.
both looking at the hot chick with our ears covered.
Yep.
All right,
you just missed her, Finley. She just walked out the door.
Ah, darn it. Okay. All right, Kurt, you can say whatever you want about him. He can't hear you now. Go ahead. You're good. Talk amongst yourselves.
I wandered off over to this guy who was sitting at the table with clown guy.
You recognize him? He's the dice gambler.
Yeah, he's the diecast gambler. So he's actually going to look at you and be like, "We have some great prizes tonight if you're."
That's fantastic.
But you haven't even seen, and there's a kind of a drawer, a security drawer on the table, and he's going to slide it out, and you're going to notice a familiar chunk of rock.
Oh, damn it! It's always the chunk of rock.
He's going to close it back up, and then he's going to open another drawer, and there's going to be some, like, nunchucks and some, like, ninja stars. He's going to close that. He's going to open up another one. There seems to be some kind of, like, foggy magic emanating from some paper, and he'll close that one. We got lots of great stuff.
Sure. I'll sit down and throw a few hands. Maybe in the meantime you can tell me about the interesting thing that was sitting at your table.
Yeah, that was absurd. I don't know who he was. He's been sitting here at the table for quite a while, just placing minimum bets, and it didn't seem like he actually cared about the game. It almost seemed like he was waiting for somebody.
Fantastic. Well, let's play some dice. Some of your wares looked pretty interesting, and I'd like to try my chances.
Okay.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the man? Did he speak, or did he just do that creepy giggle?
It was just creepy giggles the whole time. I think he's probably why there wasn't a lot of people in here. He's kind of freaking people out, and they'd leave.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Teleporting clown will do that. Worst kind of clowns.
Yeah, that will. I was about to leave myself.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, and I don't know how to play this game, Sean.
All right, so is anybody else going to want to play with him?
I mean, I probably will eventually, but I imagine we're still having a conversation
Sure.
since Kurt said he wandered off.
Sure. So
Yeah.
let's do any of the other RP, and then if anybody wants to join him, they could join as well. So we'll do two birds at one.
All right, so moving forward here, we have the feast here this evening. We have Nyland still back in the room that we just left her in. We have a small, mini, adorable me in a cage, and Kurt just wandered off to go gamble. We are all kind of clusterfucked right now. What are we doing?
Hertz, what are you doing over there? And she'll walk over.
I'm gambling.
Why?
I don't understand the question.
And as you take a seat, Kurtz, a female dwarf will sit next to you, and across the table there's going to be a halfling male. They were both at the other table. They didn't join in with the song and dance until all the coins were thrown out there. But they're going to sit. They seem to know each other, and they're going to be conducting they're obviously acquaintances with their conversation. So they're going to join you when you start to play.
Looking at them, do I see any sign of like thieves' cant from any of the three players and the dice gambler?
And the dice?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't.
No.
That'll do it.
I'll do like can I just do an insight check then, just to get a feel for anything shady?
Sure.
Because when a person just comes up to a gambling table and sits down, then suddenly two people who seem to know each other also sit down, that's a little shifty.
Well, he was asking people.
I got
to play.
rid of the bad guy.
Kurt sat down, and so other people wanted to play too.
6.
Yeah, so it just seemed like coincidence timing that, you know,
Sure.
this guy's asking people to come play the game, maybe win, maybe lose. Kurt sat down. These other two people were interested.
The wackadoo clown's gone.
Erger will sulk by the wall.
Okay. All right, Rin and Finley, what would you like to do?
Finley, do you mind if we just keep your friend in the cage for the moment?
I mean, that's all right. I just kind of feel bad for the little guy. He didn't do nothing wrong. It's just, look at that little face. I'm gonna, gesture over towards this little face over there. Probably
Like a
what I'll say.
fucked up,
And he's
like,
gonna be gesturing
cross-
at your larger face.
Yeah, right. But first things first, perhaps we should let Miss Nyland go on her way and prepare for this evening
She's already
and
left.
figure out what to do with Finny Me.
She's
And
already gone, Finley.
Yeah, she's already
oh,
left.
she's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. We left her in the fucking room. I don't know. You gone?
Yeah, she's gone.
Once we made an agreement, we stepped outside and she just quickly left.
All right. Well, I'm calling him Finny Me for now until we come up with a better name.
That's fantastic. I love it. And when you give him a name, he's gonna like, he doesn't have fingers, so it's just a dull stub. They're gonna be like.
Oh, you like that name? All right, yeah, Finny Me. Right, I thought it was kind of catchy. All right.
And he's gonna like point at you, and then point at me or himself, and then do like a small motion. And he's
like Minnie, but Finny. Right, it's a play on words. There, right? Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Finny Me. All right. Hey. Okay.
I get the sense that this thing is feeding off of Finley's shenanigans.
That's probably gonna eat his soul, yes.
Fantastic.
Like, the more funny and the more humorous things it does, like, it looks to be, like, feeding off of it.
Stronger.
Like, it wants
What
him to
kind
be
of check are
more...
you wanting to do?
I mean,
Insight,
if it's physical changes and all that stuff, I guess it could be Arcana or Perception. But if it's like, if I see that he's maybe more encouraged, it might be Insight.
It's up to you. You tell me what you're looking for. Roll, and I'll tell you what you get.
I guess Insight.
Make a case,
Insight is,
wizard. Make a case.
Insight is putting the pieces together, but I'm so bad at Insight. So
Yeah. Don't use what. Oh, I have a +3 on this one, so that's what I'm gonna do. Like, how are you trying to?
I guess
Insight
I'm
check
trying
the doll, wizard. Just
Yeah,
do
I'm
it.
trying to Insight check the doll. 7.
Wonderful.
Better than mine.
It's actually kind of cute, and it's pretty humorous too. The things that he's doing, it's like an exaggerated version of whatever Finley is doing. Yeah, so it's pretty adorable actually.
I'm gonna light that fucking doll on fire.
If I let it out the cage, I'm going to have Orion keep an eye on it. Is that all right, Finley?
Sure. I don't think he's gonna really go anywhere. Are you gonna go anywhere? You gonna stay here or go away? Yeah. See, he's gonna stay here.
He's just copying all the hand motions you're doing.
Right.
All right. I'll conjure a coin, which will get rid of the cage.
Okay.
Cool. Does he run anywhere?
No, he just.
Yeah. See, he's right here.
All right, just be on your guard. I'm going to sit at a chair and watch and see what Kurtz is doing.
Okay.
And just for shits and giggles here, and I'm gonna kind of shimmy off to the side. How far away does he seem to be in my radius? Pity me. How far does he get? Too close or not far? Does he always feel like a tether almost, or does he get close sometimes and far away?
Yeah, it's free movement. It doesn't seem
Okay,
like he's
gotcha.
bound to your location. No.
All right. It doesn't seem like if I walk over here, I know he mimics me, but does he just follow me and always keep a certain distance kind of thing, or?
Kind of, yeah, but not. It's not it's more for the. He's copying you, not because that's the only thing he can do, but it's more to try to bond with you, get a reaction from you, and if it makes you laugh, then it makes him really happy, and then he'll kind of celebrate it.
All right, just to take Finley out of this next part, because I know people got some stuff they want to do. Finley and Finny are going to play hide and seek for the next 10 minutes, so yeah, we'll be good.
I love
We're just gonna walk around, and I'm gonna, while we're playing hide and seek though, I'm trying to experiment a little bit to see what this doll can and can't do. That's all.
Sure.
Just to see, does he always keep a certain proximity? Does he always copy me? Does he not copy me? Does I'm experimenting, even though it's through hide and seek.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
trying to learn stuff.
Sure. Okay. I love it, dude. That's great. Okay, so Kurtz, you were at the table. Urgra standing against the wall. Rin, you're at a chair. Are you going to want to play as well?
I might after a little bit. I'm just watching for the moment to see, and I'm going to be going, Kurtz, why are you interested? You didn't seem interested, and then you got interested. Why are you interested?
got something we need.
What's the something?
Little piece of something. We already got one piece off of that sickly knoll last year.
No.
No.
I mean the bugbear?
Bugbear.
No, bugbear, same fucking thing.
Ah. It's your.
That's-
hobgoblin. I say knoll.
Some
whatever.
sort of- There's some
Tomato,
sort
tomato.
of monstrous racist in there somewhere. I don't know. What it is.
All right. So you want to get your second piece? Well, okay. I'll help you if I can.
Well, that would be appreciated.
Urgra, since she's watching this, will also sit down at the table, hearing that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Finley and Finley Me, is that what you called it?
Finny
Finny me.
Finny Me. They're just running around playing hide and seek, so you guys, just see them, bopping around,
Yeah,
having,
yeah.
having a grand old time.
Right, yeah. While you guys are doing your thing, I'll take myself out of the equation for a little bit so you guys can do what you gotta do.
Okay, so with the die cast game, it's been a while since you guys played, so I'll run you through the rules again real quick. Actually, do you guys have it? Let me show the players. Die cast
We had it
game.
long ago, but then we lost it. But yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Grandma's play, dice, gaming set, drink in hand, enough coinage for retainer, and bets. There are 5 tiers of the game. Beat the 5th tier to win a prize. Current prize for winning is a stone tile piece. There's other stuff in there too, but you pick which one you want. You start at tier 1 and have to pay the retainer fee if you lose. So the retainer fee amount is based on the tier, and if you roll too low, you either go down a tier or pay the retainer fee. And then there is a minimum and maximum bet based on which tier you're in. You can bet anywhere in that range. So when he was referring to the jester guy was just doing the minimum bets, he was obviously wasn't trying to make money with it. He was just waiting. So you roll a percentile die, and if you get a 1, you double your total losses so far. If you roll 100, you double your total winnings so far. So as you play, you need to be tracking how much you've won and how much you've bet cumulatively, because if you roll a 1 or 100, it's going to double all of that.
And is it just 1-to-1 betting?
What's
So
that?
if you win, you get what you bet back as well?
Like
Right,
it shows
yeah.
in the thing, like in tier 1, your max bet you can do is 2 silver pieces, but the minimum is 1 copper
Right.
piece.
So 34 to 66 is a stalemate, no win, no loss.
Yep.
If you do 11 to 33, you lose your current bet. And if you do 67 to 100, you double your current bet. If you get a 90 to 100, you go up a tier. So the top 10 numbers, you go up. The bottom
That's
10,
it.
you go down. And then you can either take the hit or you can pay the retainer fee to stay in that tier. To win one of the grand prize, so you can quit at any time. If you ever leave the game, then you're done. If you come back, you're going to start over no matter where you were. Wins, losses, or tier.
You lose your ranks.
To get one of the prizes, you have to beat the 5th tier.
So not just get to 5th tier, you have to also win in the 5th tier.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants
So
to go
you guys
first?
Can choose
Just
how
gotta
much you
spend
want
a lot
to
of
bet
money.
each time. So, you guys can refer to the rules for the min max bets. So tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 retainer is 1 copper piece, 5 copper piece, 1 silver piece, 2 silver pieces, and 5 silver pieces. So just refer to this, and we'll just do integrity. Just track your coinage. You can jump off the game at any time if you want.
My calculator ready.
But also be writing down too, or typing whatever, your cumulative losses and gains, because rolling the 100 or the 1 will double that. So say you're 50 rounds in and you've lost a total of 40 gold. Well, now you just lost an extra 80 gold instantly. But it's also the same for winnings.
50 rounds in, I'm gonna stab this guy in the face and take the tablet.
I'm not saying it's going to take 50 rounds. I'm just saying you got to keep track of it because of those ones.
There's only a 9% chance of advancing to the next tier, which is...
Why don't I just kill this guy and
It's
take the tablet?
90 through 100, so it's a 10% chance.
No, 100 doesn't get you to the next tier. It
No,
just
it
doubles
does.
your winning.
90
Oh,
through
it does.
100 goes
Yeah.
up to tier, but there's just an additional.
Oh,
thing
okay.
for-
So
Yeah, 10%.
I remember when we did this long ago that Rin cheated a little bit. Is Rin allowed to cheat again?
Allowed? No.
Well, are we
Welcome
doing...
to the table. Am I allowed to cheat in this game? Am I
Yeah,
allowed to
come
do
on
that?
in.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Only
Yeah.
if it's magical. Hey, you know.
Yeah. But like, is it possible for Rin to do that? Because it's one of the things I know we didn't know exactly what the dice appearance was for its looks and everything. But if I remember correctly, we had cups.
Mm-hmm.
I think we shook the dice and did this. Remember?
It's been a long time. I don't remember either.
Well, if the man will let Rin do this, Rin will conjure a cup in his hand and take the dice and do the scooping and do this version and plonk it down every time to do that. And since it's a dice game and he's probably trying to get the quote-unquote exact number to win sort of thing, or at least the more likelier chance of winning, he's going to try and cast Minor Illusion because all it is somatic immaterial. So he's just going to use his hand under the table and change the top face of the die to be a different thing.
Sure.
So that it hopefully gives him a better edge.
I'm okay with you trying whatever you want to try, but anytime that you cheat, you're going to have to do a sleight of hand check. So you can choose to not do it around, you can choose to do it, but you're just going to need to do that to see how well you're able to pull it off.
Okay.
He may or may not notice.
All right, is this something where I can do where I lift the cup, I lift it more towards my side first to see it? So it's like one of those things where if you've ever played War with a card, you can turn it this way or you can turn it that way, but the way you turn it, you got to get a little like a slight bit of I can see it beforehand, so I can kind of predict what it looks like, and then go, oh, I want to change it. No,
see the result before you decide whether to do it.
Yeah,
I will allow that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're the most excited. Go first.
Okay. So we can all everybody just start doing it.
Yeah,
So
I'll
one
bet.
person going. So tier 1, the minimum bet is 1 copper piece, but you can go up to 2 silver pieces, so you can do anywhere in that range. Just go ahead and start rolling, guys. But just
What's the retainer thing?
the retainer is if you roll the bottom 10%, you have to go down a tier or pay the retainer fee. So you just
I see.
you're paying to stay in the current tier. So you can do anywhere between the min and the max. If you get to tier 5, there is no maximum bet, but every tier underneath 5 there is a max.
Yeah.
So you guys can just start rolling those and let me know when you go up a tier, when you pay a retainer. But other than that, you guys can RP.
Okay.
While you're
a lot of math for RPing.
Yeah.
I'll always be just playing a silver. I'll just start with a silver every time to make it easier for me. So.
Okay.
That may be easier too. Yeah.
All right, I finally went up a tier.
Okay, so you're tier 2. Yeah, you can just keep going. You guys have played this one. I'm sure after a couple rolls you'll start remembering. And not just you guys for the amount.
Yeah, I remember last time we played this, I got like 85 gold out of this shit. it was like
2 silver.
popping. All right, so while they're playing their game and tracking their numbers, I mentioned in the chat there that while they're playing, I was going to quickly do something somewhere through.
Okay.
As they're playing their bets and doing things, and it's my turn, Finny Me is hiding somewhere, so I'm 1, 2, 3. All right, fuck it, and I'm gonna go where I'm gonna talk to the diecast gambler.
Okay.
Kind of like in the middle, one of the times between their rolls or something like that.
Sure.
And I'm gonna say, I hear that you got a lot of interesting prizes up for today, right? There's something about some nunchucks or something, and all kinds of fun doodads there. What's kind of like the big prize on the day?
There's a ancient arcanic scroll that is told to hold secrets of mystical beings and other worlds far out beyond ours, and he's just gonna go off on this, and it's obviously total horse shit. Like
okay.
He's just total car salesman, used car salesmaning it. But he's going off so far with it. It's either God scroll or it's total horse shit. So that's the one that he's totally talking up and trying to sell.
Oh, all right. Okay. Very cool. Sounds like a noble. Do you ever have any other prizes in here? Mystical artifact weapons, or orbs of mystical beings, like perhaps in a blue orby shape, or you ever heard any kind of prizes like that at all, or is it just ancient relics of stone and grit and dirt?
Blue orbs. No, I don't have anything like that. And then when he says that out loud, the dwarf and the halfling that are at the other end of the table, they're also playing with you guys. They're going to overhear him saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to say, "Did you say blue orbs?"
Right. I've seen a game or two, and I've seen prices of I'm a bit of a gambler. Today I'm actually a little distracted here at the moment. 61, 62. All right. But just gonna keep counting. No, I was just curious. I saw there were some pretty cool prizes here. It was more of a curiosity thing. I've seen like these really cool, like majestic blue orbs of awesome. I guess I don't really know too much about them, but I was just curious to see if I've been to a couple different cities and a couple different gambling establishments, I guess, and seen some pretty cool things. It was more of a curiosity thing. Why, have you ever seen them before yourselves?
We actually saw one today from those damn dragons.
Dragons? What? Wait, what? Who? What? What now?
We saw these tiny little dragons that were playing with one of those orbs that you're talking about, and they came up and they stole all of our shit and ran off. So we're kind of stranded here until we can figure out how to get our stuff back.
You don't say. And I'm gonna kind of like pull up. Is this the dwarf or the halfling?
It's the halfling that has been doing the talking to you. Yeah.
All right, so I'll kind of pull up. It says 81, 82, almost there. All right, so when you're talking dragons, you said I didn't think whether dragons were a real thing. Do you mean like little dragon people, perhaps, or what exactly do you mean by they stole all your shit? That's
like these smaller dragon looking lizard thing. I don't know what they were.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry to hear of your misfortunes there. Did this just happen to you? Or they stole all your? Are you trying to win some money back to get your stuff back? I mean, that's quite a predicament that you're in. Which way did they go? I mean, that's terrible.
We're just killing time until we can figure out how to track these guys back down. We are on our way from here to the southeast of here to deliver some of the supplies to a customer who occasionally orders things from us. And then the dwarf female is going to interject. She's going to say, we work in a small metal working shop called Time's Escape. We mostly make small trinkets, clocks, mechanical toys, music boxes, stuff like that. Folks like to buy it for special occasions. We had a large shipment of these that we were carrying in these two large lavender chests. And we set them down to observe this dragon-looking lizard thing. And when we turn around to come back, we saw some of them running off with our stuff.
Well, that's just terrible. And I mean, I've noticed there's not really that much of a large guard presence here in the city. So no one to aid you there, as they just stole all your. Oh, that's terrible. Which way did they end up going? I mean, my friends and I that you've been gambling here with. Oh, you're in the middle of a roll. Hold on, I'll wait. Okay, great. All right, so I mean,
I just got to the tier 5, Finley.
Ready or not, here I come. All right,
I just fucking beat tier 5. Thank God.
Yeah, I'm done too.
All right, cool. Just to wrap this up here real quick. So, I mean, which way did these dragon people go? I mean, what color were they? You said they were blue or something, or what?
No, they were violet colored.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, the reason I ask you here, friend, and by the way, I didn't actually quite catch your name there.
Which one are you asking?
The halfling.
The halfling, he says his name is Samdel, and the female dwarf's name is Bragdy.
Bragby?
Bragdy.
Bragdy.
Yeah.
And the name of the shop there one more time, DM?
Timescape.
Times Escape.
Oh, Times Escape.
They're gonna need an escape.
Well, I'll tell you what, here. I don't want to hold you up from your gambling here, and I wish you well and good fortune and good luck. But when you're all done, my friends and I are a bit of a work for hire here. I know perhaps you don't have much, unless you win a couple here. But perhaps maybe we can help you out. We're pretty the adventuring type and looking for some things to do here while in Candoria. So when you're done, again, I don't know if you heard the song earlier, but my name's Finley Shenanigan, everyone's favorite halfling bard, and just give me a holler here, Mr. Sandal, and we can maybe perhaps you and Miss Ragdy out here.
Sure.
But please, by all means, go back to your gambling.
And
I
they'll
have to go find a
Yeah, they remember you. That they're actually betting the gold that you were just throwing around the room. They'll
There you
kind of,
go.
start singing the chorus.
We're
of
a
the
merry
song they were
bunch.
singing. So.
Yeah. We're a merry bunch here, and we like to have a good time, but we can
Sure.
also get down to shit business here. But continue your gambling. I have to go find a puppet, and I'm just going to walk away.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, Kurtz, you said you beat tier 5.
Yep, and I lost 8 silver and 12 copper in the process.
Oh, that's it? Oh, that's more than that.
Oh, I'm min bet every time.
I went up in money. How'd you keep losing that much money?
I got some really bad rolls.
Well, if you lose your bet,
you got to pay the retainer fee.
He did roll a 1.
Yeah, I rolled pretty low a few times.
you rolled a lot.
Oh my god, you really...
it
oh my
took me a hot
Jesus,
minute
so many teams under 30.
Yeah. I was kind of like somewhat scanning as we were going. I was like, geez, we're going to be here for a while. How much can me and Sean talk about? While Kurtz is rolling.
Oh wow, because
Connor got it pretty quick.
I'm down 2 gold and 5 silver, but
How are you guys down so much?
if you rolled below 30, I may have interpreted the rules wrong too, but I did it the way I just.
It's not hard.
It's your
I
turn
It's
bet.
easy
But
to
anyway,
lose and it's
you
easy to
guys go. I
Doesn't
walk
matter.
back away to go find my puppet. So
Okay.
Yeah, no, I've walked away with 3 gold and 2 silver
Oh, well, look at
Okay.
you.
Alright.
Okay.
because I just bet a silver every time. Just bet a silver.
I did too.
Okay. All right. So he's willing to give out prizes since all 3 of you beat the 5th tier. He'll take the money and give the money whichever you guys are at. So Kurtz, which prize are you going for?
Boy, Sean, I don't know.
You want the nunchucks?
I mean, those nunchucks. though.
obviously.
Just kidding. I know what you're going for.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, we'll grab the stone tablet.
Okay. And where's it at?
I'll see the second part of the inscription.
Watch is like it's part 6 of the stone.
And
They're not connected at all.
no, it's not number 1, number 2. It's tiny chip number 6 out of 30.
Edits.
There's only 7, but yeah.
Okay.
All right. It should be in your journal right now.
Look behind you. That's all it says.
Where?
There's the relics.
Check on
It should
year
be under
2.
quantum items, but it's not there. I would imagine. Oh well.
Check on year 2.
World map year 2, day 1, dice. Okay, that's that. Oh well.
It's set. In
Oh, there
his
we go.
journals. Kurtz. Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it's only to Kurtz. That's fine. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Did I share the other one with everybody, or just him?
Dice gamble, you did, yes.
No, the other stone piece. I should
First
be sharing it
stone.
with just him.
No.
First one
Yeah,
you did.
it should be just him.
Side
fine.
quick question. Did you say southeast or southwest when it came to they were supposed to take a delivery? Sorry. I'm going backwards.
They said.
Southeast.
Yeah.
I wrote southeast, but if it was
Yeah,
not
southeast.
correct.
Yep.
All right, cool. Continue.
So what else do you have for the grand prize, Mr. Dice Gambler?
There's a bunch of like ninja gear in the next
Sweet.
drawer. So the first drawer was the stone tablet. The second one's a bunch of ninja apparel. There's like grappling hooks and
Awesome.
like I don't know, pitch a ninja theme thing to me, and I'll tell you if it's in there. And then the second one, there was the scroll that kind of like is emanating this magical mist coming off of it. And what he was... Did you guys hear what I was saying to Finley when...
Yeah.
What he was saying about it? Yeah, he was just talking about this super epic, ultimate magical thing containing all the secrets of the cosmoses and...
It's the Uber scroll.
Yeah, yeah.
Elder Scroll.
So he's either full of shit or you become God, pretty much.
50-50 shot.
I mean,
Just there were the three, though? Was there another option?
No, that was it.
Well, there we go.
get some Judy stars, some nunchucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'll think about it a little bit. Then maybe, I'll take the ninja gear.
Okay.
Awesome.
I suppose.
So it's a piece of ninja gear. So you can tell me what you want.
It's not like a new skin for my character or something.
No, it's like a piece of ninja. There's a bunch of ninja
skin unlocked.
Yeah. There's
nerd
different gear and stuff like that, and weapons and accessories. So you can kind of tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell you if it's in there, depending on how game breaking it is.
I mean, shit, I got plate last year. So. Get you
I did envision. I thought the whole. Yeah, I envisioned what Connor was going like ninja Urgra.
Yeah.
like had like a sword, some ninja stars, just the whole little. Okay.
Get you a headband.
Yeah, the whole little getup.
But when you run, you got to put your arms behind you.
Yes, absolutely.
It increases your movement speed by 20, though. So
absolutely, just because.
What kind of ninja parallel?
Are you guys taking that scroll?
I'll probably be taking the scroll. Quick question: if I take the prize, am I eliminated from the tier, or do I continue to bet if I wished?
No, you can continue if you want.
I'll take the scrolls if you don't mind.
Yep.
And I'm just a little curious. I feel a tiny bit lucky. I'm going to bet 50 gold.
Okay, go for it. If you're doing that much, I actually want to watch, just for the suspense and the entertainment. 50 gold. Yeah, go for it.
See where that goes. As I do the thing, I lift it up a little bit to look.
Nothing happens.
And I just go, stalemate, it seems. Perhaps we should try again.
Should we?
Yes, we should.
Oh.
93.
Nice.
So that will double, and you go. Oh, there's no other tier, so yeah. So
that's 100 additional gold, and I'm just going to kind of look at them, and I go, shouldn't we perhaps think maybe?
Well, you won 50. You're putting 50 up. He'll give you 50. You don't win
50
100.
back, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. Ergra, shouldn't we perhaps maybe get you something better to wear since the previous breastplate you had is now gone?
I mean, that'd be nice, but those are rather pricey.
If he has no bank to break, I'm sure we could continue this.
I mean, I guess. It's pretty tough to find armor to fit my size, though, as I currently am.
Okay.
We got lucky with the dwarves.
Well, I'm sure we could. How tall are you now?
At this point, maybe 5'7", 5'8" or so.
Yeah, near your max height.
Very slim.
Very slim.
But I'm still thinking about that ninja gear, damn it. I want it to be perfect.
Okay, so, Rin just won 50 gold, and he's starting to sweat. He's not wanting to... he's going to honor it, but he's wanting you to kind of stop.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do I see that, though?
Yeah, he's starting to fuck, okay, you can keep going.
Stop me from betting again, how about I offer you a deal? I'll leave the table, but I'd like some questions answered.
And
would you be willing?
For only 50? Yeah, he's not gonna give into that with just the 50. But
I'll do it to 100 this time.
Okay, you're gonna do to 100. Okay, go
I'll do it to 100. But I'm holding him. I'm showing him the coins, and I go, I'll continue betting, but I might, make you broke. However, I can stop if you will answer a few questions.
He's not gonna fudge yet, but he's starting to sweat.
Okay, 100.
Okay.
What if we just kill him?
No, we questions.
Don't get answers that way.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do the peeky real quick as I do it, and I get a peek, and I change it because I don't like losing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to sleight of hand that.
Sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how we go. Ooh, 10.
Okay.
Well, boys,
you
looks
gonna
like
change it
we're running.
I'll be putting my hand under the table. I have no need for the hand to be exposed. I just do a gesture with my hand underneath.
You did say that. Okay. Well, then I'll actually go ahead and give you advantage with it, since it's going to be hidden, so it's not...
16.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah, okay. 16? Okay, so he didn't seem to notice. What are you changing the outcome to be?
If I could, I'd make it 100. if I actually had absolute control. But I mean, you tell me how much Rin could affect the dice at that point.
No, yeah, you can, if you're magically altering it, I mean, you can make it whatever you want, but the whole thing is with 100, no, you just say what you want to do, and then we'll go with it. I'll just react to it.
Yeah, actually, because then I guess with the minor illusion, I can just make the area appear a bit. So yeah, I'll just make the area appear to have the dice showing all the correct numbers.
Okay.
It's like kind of like a little holographic display in that one thing for the dice to look all like that.
Okay, so you rolled 100?
Yeah.
So what's your total winnings so far?
Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
100.
Well, that's not that much.
The guy owes him 150.
Well, it's 153 times 2.
Oh, because it's double.
Yeah, and I had 2. So 306 gold and 4 silver.
All right. So as you do your little juju magic, and you reveal the 100, he is gonna like start shitting a brick, like totally, kind of freaking out about like, all right, everyone stop playing. We need to reassess here, and he's gonna kind of like, everyone has to stop betting at this point. And he's gonna look at you and he's gonna say, how about that information you were talking about? and he'll open the drawer and he'll just kind of dump it out on the table and be like, you guys can have all this gear as well, and we'll just call it good. Like, we're done. You're done playing. We're done.
As this is all going on, you see Finley in the background, like, all right, Finny, you're really starting to freak me out now. Where did you go? That's it. All right, continue.
Well, firstly, I was very curious. Where did you find these prizes?
Off of just random people or traveling merchants. I have a pretty good relationship with the Bugbears. They hook me up with a lot of stuff.
Interesting. So the Bugbears provided you with this. Are they a particular merchants guild or some kind of group?
They kind of operate independently and have their own rates and their own items that they procure with their own methods. They're not like, they don't get them from a supplier. They just...
Oh, no. But I was wondering, when you said the Bugbears, it sounded as if there were more than one and they all associated with one another.
No, that's kind of their trade. Like, their kind, what they do. Bugbears just do that. They're traveling merchants, yeah.
Interesting. So, is there a particular name to this one that we might be able to inquire about future purchases of said items they might bring?
I want to give a nod to somebody. Let me look something up real quick. Give me a quick second.
Yeah. And as you're doing that, Urgra finds, she picks up what looks like just a fan. It seems to be just a paper fan. She opens it, and it appears to be like dark purple with like a white lotus on it. And she's like, doesn't seem very impressed. And she flicks it, and suddenly blades pop out of each of the sticks. And so you can like slash it like this, and you can also throw it if you'll allow me to do that.
There is an entire outfit of ninja gear on the table. He's just saying, you guys take it and stop playing.
I get my skin!
Yes. I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah,
Kurt's got a whole fucking...
God armor?
God armor. We'll let you be a ninja for a year. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah!
Sweet.
Not even a year.
Sweet.
Not even a year, just 7 days.
Just for the week.
Yeah, well, the week of the year. Yeah. All right, give me...
Okay, so she's...
Okay, with the bugbear question, give me a quick...
No problem.
Oh, there you are, fitting me. How did you even fit in there? And I'm gonna like get him to come out and. Oh, you little rascal! You're really good at. You're much smaller than me, which is impressive. So you're really good at this game. Okay.
Roll 20. Why are you doing this to me now? It's like all glitching out.
Well, guys, I have good news and bad news about this tablet.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to tell us maybe in private?
I'm just saying out of character.
Oh, okay. Go on.
No, we gotta.
Dude, this is crazy. It's all transparent out.
Just
Okay.
so we don't lose the momentum. Let's say he does give me a name.
No, yeah, just whatever name. Yeah, no.
Right. And I go, interesting. I think we perhaps might be able.
Parents' names were it.
We might be able to find that individual and see how they acquire these goods, and maybe perhaps Kurtz, you might find more of them with their help.
Sounds like a plan.
Sadly, they won't remember our good deed with the allergies, but hopefully we should be able to convince them. Do you happen to know if there's any particular way to approach the guilds or bugbears? Do they particularly like certain things that they wanted to
They
trade?
like gold.
Just gold?
Well, they like profit. So if you can just position profitable.
They like throwing spears into people's backs too.
I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, roll 20 is.
That's all right.
Freaking.
It's very useful to know, and perhaps we might be able to encounter them. They tend to travel on the roads, you say. Did they pop in here and visit you, or how did you encounter them?
I meet them on the road as well. I travel around the area trying to schmooze people out of coin and catch them with different games. But it looks like you got the best of me today. Goes around, comes around.
Luck is something elves have in plenty. I would be very wary of betting with any of them in the future.
Yes, I don't know if I'm going to want to play with one for quite a while now.
And so, while you're in a talkative mood, does the name Cult of Chaos mean anything to you?
Paragraph.
He's going to, like, hush you and be like, looking at you, like, you got to be really careful where you say that. I don't know nothing about them. I have no affiliation. But you can't just go around saying that anywhere. Bad things may happen to you. Free bit of advice.
The worst kept secret. Well, thank you. I suppose. Anyone else have a question they wish to ask the man?
Not really.
Well, thank you. I shall take my earnings and bid you good day.
Okay. I would say thank you, come again, but...
That'd be a lie.
I can promise you, you will not see me for quite some time.
Okay.
Probably about a year.
Give or take.
And then some.
Okay. And he will depart from the Red Dragon Inn. So you guys are still sitting there with the two other people that were here. They're kind of upset that they couldn't play anymore because you ruined their game. But they were in the middle of talking about, their little problem, and it seemed like somebody was
I did over
in
here.
between playing hide and seek was expressing interest, so they are willing to communicate.
I mean, yeah, you guys are at the table. You ought to. Yeah, I mean, you were rolling dice, but you definitely could have put a little bit of the conversation.
If you don't mind, I will walk over to one of them and I will place a minor illusion on the table of a map of the entire province area that we're in.
Okay.
Could you check to where you had this occurrence?
Sure. I'm trying to meet you halfway with this, man, but do you guys have the big red block at the top of roll 20?
No.
No.
This connection to the server has been interrupted. Anything you do might and then disappears.
Maybe your internet, but then you're on Zoom.
I'm on Zoom.
I don't know.
I'm on stream. I'm on.
I'm at least 6 nice and well. So just from looking at it, could I assess how much time it would take for us to get to that destination?
Don't have to break into someone's house tonight.
Oh yes,
We do,
but
that's
remember
why
we
I'm
got,
asking.
Yeah, we got here at dawn. It's probably only maybe 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, we started early.
Early day drinking. Yep, right as
Yeah.
we walked in. Yep, just
Also, possibly why this place was mostly empty.
Right, yeah, not many AM drinkers.
just trying to liven the place up a bit. This grand opening, start off with a bang.
Let's see. So southwest, or southeast, excuse me. Okay, so they will point to location 18.
Okay, and how much time would it take to
And
get to
that-
18?
The name of that area is called Neporia.
Neporia.
Can you spell that?
Neporia.
Pretty easy at that point. And how long does it take to get to Neporia?
That would be about a day's travel. Just under a
alright.
day from here.
So Sandal, Ragdi, these are my friends I was talking. I know everyone was really focused on your gambling and everything, but this is Orogra, Rain, and Kurt Gladskin here. My friends I was talking to you about that. When it comes to certain deeds that need to be done, and perhaps for a little bit of coin exchanged in it, we might be able to help you out here with this taking of your possessions there. In particular, and you said so not you and your own possessions, but the colored dragons, the violet ones there. They're the ones who are playing around with this blue ball orby thing. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. It
Wait,
seemed
we're
like
fighting dragons?
seemed like it was almost distracting us. It was playing around and rolling around on it, and then we set our chests down to watch it, and by the time we realized what was going on, a group of them had grabbed them and were running off with them.
So they used the ball as a distraction to take your lavender boxes, and then made away with the boxes and the ball and the orb and everything, and
Exactly.
Skiddly-Dee.
And it has all of the trinkets in there that we were supposed to bring to our customer in Emporia.
Right. And that's where you were heading, but which way did these purple dragons go? The same direction or a different direction? Or
No, different direction. We were we're on the edge of the forest, just not too far from here.
Oh, I see. So on your way, not too far from here, this occurrence occurred.
Exactly.
So when you
Correct.
pointed it on the map, we could reach it in an hour or so.
There you go. That one. That's where we're
Yes.
shooting.
Yeah,
All right. So we could, in theory, perhaps help you with this problem.
I get what you're saying. Yes, so it's a day from here to Emporia where they were gonna go. The place that
Right.
Where it was stolen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is not too far. Maybe an hour or two from here.
All right. Well, we could certainly go there. Would you be willing to help us in this?
Get our shit back.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, we want our shit back. Yeah.
Well, perhaps you could accompany us.
Yeah, I could, if you guys are willing to help.
As
The
long as
only-
you're willing to help as well.
Yeah, we would pay, but I mean, all the money we have here was gold you already gave us, so we can give it back.
We can discuss that a little later, perhaps. But in the meantime, maybe you could show us the exact location, and we can try to track down these little miscreants.
Absolutely, I can show you at least where I last saw them, where our stuff got taken.
Right.
As far as where they went from there.
Need a starting point.
Yes,
Right. There you
exactly.
go.
Yes, and I believe you both are capable at fighting, if need be.
No. I mean, I could swing. I could swing a. You got a club? I mean,
They're
I
just,
could
they're
swing
just
a club
traveling
or something.
merchants there. They're just traveling merchants there, and they got shenoogled. That's all. We gotta.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
perhaps you best stay here in the safety of the Red Dragon Inn, and we shall try to retrieve them for you.
Well, we need them to tell us where we need them to
Oh,
scout.
they've indicated on the map right here, Urgra. We can scout it from there. I assume they would
we-
help.
I thought
we will
for
scout it from there.
they could just at least take us to where it happened, and we could pick up the scent from there.
Sure.
But
Yeah, they're willing to bring you to where it
Oh,
was,
okay.
and then they could meet you back at the. I don't know. There's no rooms at the RDI yet, but they'll be in town.
Certainly, we can reconvene at the Dragon's Inn once you guide us.
That was months and months of stuff that we had built. Worth of stuff in there. So getting that back is our whole livelihood. For we don't know what we're gonna do. So we got the money you guys that he threw on the ground, which will get us by, but it's very valuable stuff to us. The stuff itself,
Indeed.
to our customer, is valuable, but it's just trinkets.
Well, we shall not dilly-dally. Make sure the trail doesn't go cold. Up we go.
Okay.
Right. Yes, the quicker the sooner the better.
Okay. Kurtz, were you able to see the image of the stone tablet piece?
I was. Is that both of the pieces or just one?
That's one piece, and then
The other one isn't in my notes.
okay, let me add that one. Do you
Hey,
remember-
Finny, me, are you coming with, or are you gonna stay here? Like, coming with or staying here? Like, coming with, or you gonna stay here?
Burn the
Okay,
doll.
yeah, I didn't add that to your journal. Okay, so this one I'm adding now. Sorry,
Gotcha.
I didn't hear what you said. 1 second. So I just added the
I see it.
old one.
The world shall fall to guess darkness, chaos.
Sounds cheery.
Yeah, the time of peace is past and lost. World shall fall to the oncoming chaos. His power is might blank. Those who stand in his way blank. To his will before his blank, the purest of blank corrupted. His is capitalized, by the way. We're talking, proper nouns here. So that means like either A, it's one of the horsemen, but wasn't the last horseman a woman?
It was a woman.
It was.
So that's not the coming evil.
It could obviously be heralds to this hymn.
It's true.
Oh,
Great.
Kurt Gladskin, are we going to have this conversation like while we're walking to the place that these were taking us to, kind of thing?
Sure. I'll fucking go.
A little more fun.
It doesn't matter because no one remembers anything we say anyway.
Well, that's fair. Hey, play by the rules. No, I dig it. Yeah, they're gonna forget fucking everything. So yeah.
Okay.
So Chris Gladskin with these, while we're walking, we can whatever. But
Sure.
So
the puppet's gonna be following you, Finley, everywhere that you go, and still copying everything that you're doing. Still want to
Okay.
play games with you and stuff like that.
okay,
I don't like it.
all right. So as we're walking, I'm gonna act like I'm covering my ears like this
Okay.
the whole time. The whole time we're walking, just like this.
Your arms get tired like that, man.
But for me, I'm gonna keep it open a little bit. I'm gonna so I can still talk to everyone, but I want to make it look like I'm closing my ears.
Sure.
We'll see if that works.
Okay.
I don't know if it will or not. Who the fuck knows? Whatever.
But I tried.
Yeah. So Kurtz, when it comes to these tablets, right? You talked before about you think they might actually be a bit more about the goddesses and why they went away or where they went or who they're but there's a lot of he's and pronouns. So now we're getting a lot of mixed signals here. Are we thinking this might be something a little bit different than the original intent of what you thought it might have been, or what do you think here?
Well, they supposedly tell us why the goddesses went away, but maybe this he is the reason they went away.
All right, because now I'm just getting all kinds of mixed emotions here because we got 3 goddesses, we got 4 horsemen. There's some male horsemen here, some female ones, and now I don't know if the he means a horseman or is it even like a third party here now. The room's getting kind of full here. Just something to think about here, I guess.
That's just more people to kill. Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess there is always that. Sure, yeah, right.
As long as we kill them before they kill us, everything will be fine.
And in the meanwhile, while we're walking, Urgra will give each of you 2 good berries.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Hergra. Okay. What do these do?
If you eat it, they'll make you feel better, and if you actually give it to one of us who's unconscious, they'll wake up. They'll be very weak, but they'll wake up.
I don't think I've ever fed a berry to an unconscious person. I've done some. No, never mind. So when how exactly does one do that? Feed a berry to an unconscious person? You just like.
Just like, I don't know, just shove it down their throat and figure it out.
Could always just crunch it into your mouth, Finley, and
Mama bird it.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. If I go unconscious, don't do that for me. Perhaps maybe something else. But I will keep that in mind if any of you go down to Mama Bird the Berry. Got it. Yep, absolutely. Not a problem.
But wait, actually, that won't work because once you bite into it, that'll trigger the effect.
Can't you just squeeze it or something? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, you can squeeze it too. Yes.
Fair enough. Mama Bird sounded all right. Yeah, right. Okay. So anyway, onward and offward to where these people got hijacked and bamboozled.
Okay. All right, so they start leading you along the way, and you guys can continue talking about everything.
The only other question I really have for these two is with the blue orb they saw, just to make sure it's in the wheelhouse of what I know what I'm looking for. You don't have to play it out or nothing, but from like their basic descriptions of what they saw. It wasn't okay. Cool. It wasn't like some weird fucking soccer ball or some weird shit that they were playing.
They had a beach ball.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Tracking down a soccer ball for these people. Okay. Cool. All right. Just kind of getting a feel for it. All right. Right. Okay. So. All right. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
You guys started talking about the tablets. I didn't know if you were done with that or you're.
I don't know. Kurt's just shared it with us, and we got a little bit of insight, but we'll have to discuss that when we have more thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so the puppet's following you guys along.
Can we burn the puppet?
All four of you give me a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Oh no!
Oh, don't burn the puppet, guys. It's for.
Is this sleep or charm based?
No.
Okay. 15.
Ooh.
All right, Urgra.
Gosh, what did I roll?
You rolled a 2.
You passed.
I hope so.
Did Ren pass?
No.
Oh, no.
Yay!
No.
I rolled really well.
And Finley
Oh, shit!
is a no.
It's that ninja gear.
All right, so
It's cursed ninja gear.
Yeah, did you put it on already?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
in between whenever we're done and next week, we'll figure out exactly what this ninja gear does for you.
Awesome.
Okay.
That'd be a lot of fun for us to figure out. You can pitch some ideas to me, and I'll tell you yes or no. I wasn't planning on you getting a whole outfit, but let's go with it. Real cool.
I love it. Yes, absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to describe some things that's going to be different for Urgra than the rest of you. So the three of you that failed, you are going to completely black out.
Oh, great.
Unconscious thing?
What's that?
Is this a sleepy unconscious thing?
It's not a sleep thing, but you're blacked out.
Okay.
It's called all over again.
Urgra, it's a little bit different for you. Things are just really, really fuzzy. You're kind of coherent. It's because it's not a sleep-based thing. It's just a consciousness-based thing. So
I bite my finger to try and break the genjutsu.
maybe that's why you passed because you're a fucking ninja now.
Amazing.
So you just got little like glimpses of moments. So it's kind of like you're like in these different locations, and it seems to be different times of day. You're not sure how much time has passed, but it seems from what you can gather in your very limited moments, it seems that all four of you are being brought somewhere.
Oh, so I don't see our two traveling companions?
No, they got left behind.
And did it just, like, the world started shimmering and then we're suddenly, like, moving, places are changing around us?
Exactly. So you seem to all four be being brought somewhere collectively together.
I'll try and grab all three of their bodies and just, like, hold us together then.
Yeah, it's not going to be like we have full coherent. You're getting bits of information.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm probably stumbling. Yeah.
I got my manacles back. You can always chain us together.
And then, all of you guys are going to awaken. Not awaken because you weren't asleep, but you're going to come come to.
Come to consciousness.
Get fucked by a dragon.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do we get magical powers from that?
You are super
Worth it.
Okay, hold on. Give me one quick.
I call the
second
Human
to
Torch.
just-
I'm okay with the Invisible Woman.
Okay. So
I guess Kurtz would be Thing. I'd have to do Mr. Fantastic, which makes sense. Mr. Fantastic rings that sounds right. I am fantastic.
So you are going to come to, but your visual senses are going to be gone. Same with Rin. Ergra,
As in
because you
blind?
passed, you are going to. Well, I'm bringing you guys to another map, so I'm just letting you know. Rin and Kurtz, your screens are going to be black. Ergra, you are going to have some bit to be able to see. And then Finley is just going to be different.
Amazing.
Because he failed so hard.
He does everything so hard.
Everything hard. Just whatever it is. Oh boy, where are we?
I don't see how this day could have gone worse. Kurt.
All right.
Small room.
So, Rin and Kurtz, you can just feel your bodies dancing around and moving, but you can't see or sense anything going on, but you can tell that your bodies are just flailing around against your will. Ergra, you should be able to see a little area.
I can see, yeah.
A little area? Alright, so there seems to be some kind of spotlight that's shining down that's very bright. So you're able to see the immediate area that you can see. You appear to be on some kind of stage, perhaps. You're not quite sure. You can hear and you can see anything that happens in this small vicinity where the spotlight, but anything outside of it is just too bright. It's outside of your visual collection. Finley,
Yeah,
can you see the area, sir?
I can. I sure can.
All right. So across the table from you
Mhm.
is a familiar face who is now having his puppet back into his hands.
I fucking told you guys.
So you look over. So you are seating on this chair, and you come to. You are able to speak, Finley, and you are able to see. Ergra, Kurtz, and Rin's bodies are being puppeted, and you can see above them. There's a really bright light shining on Ergra, but all three of them have this arcana strings that are above them, and across they have that crossbeam thing above them. It's making them dance against. Obviously, they're just acting a fool. Ergra seems to be the only one out of the three on the stage who's kind of aware of what's going on. The other two just seem to be kind of robot going on. And Ergra, you can hear Finley's voice if he speaks, but he hasn't spoken. I'm just letting you know. Anything he says out loud, you're going to be able to pick up. Kurtz and Rin, you will not be able to. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so Finley, you come to. You're sitting across this table, and there's some cards on this table, and the Harlequin guy is sitting across from you, and he's got the puppets, and he's hunched up like this, and he's just laughing. He's cracking up, looking over at Ergra, Kurtz, and Rin, just just looking at them, and he's puppeting the little Finley puppet, and he's laughing at them as well. And he looks over to you, gives a huge grin, opens his mouth, and that's where we're gonna end the session right there.
Son of a bitch, Sean! This is why you don't burn the puppet, guys. It's all good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good things. That's so good. You guys are great. You guys are great up on the stage, by the way. Look,
Sorry about all of the video lag and shit going on with. Hopefully, we'll
you
get the
can't help
episode
Twitch,
loaded
man.
up
You know, all that
next
stuff.
week.
Blessing and a curse when technology works. Blessing and a curse, man.
And since we don't really have anybody watching, we'll just end it there. Thanks for joining us. Check out all of our other shows on our channel. We got a game on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, lots of stuff, and it's all going to be around 6:30 p.m. Pacific. You can see it on all the stuff on our Twitch. If you miss any episodes for any of the shows, they're on our YouTube. You get HotA points for watching any of the shows, and you can spend it on getting health potions, inspiration points, lots of other extra stuff is going to be coming for these different games. Thank you guys for being a part of the HotA fam. Join our Discord if you want to reach out and get to know us, but we will see you guys next week, and hopefully by then Twitch and Roll20 will be working better.
That'd be awesome.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.